Don't do it. Don't.
And that's all we're going to talk about Momo. Fuck Momo.
Yeah.
Do you know where your kids are at?
No.
Nope.
If
I know where mine are.
the
ones I don't know how graphic we want to get with
I was about to say, TJ, the ones you know about.
Yeah, you beat me to it.
They're behind lock and key right now.
I don't know where those kids are. I know where my future kids are.
Well, I know where
Gross.
I could have made it worse, but I didn't. Wow. Screw it. There's nothing worth reading.
That's what I was saying. It was garbage. I've been digging for stuff.
At least it isn't Fortnite right now, but there's nothing worth super talking about. So, all right, we ready to kick this off?
Okay, I got your news.
DJ got some news.
I can bring up like one thing and then open a question to the group.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
I will not answer it.
And we'll see what goes on. Well,
oh, TJ. TJ's not going to participate.
No. What else is new?
I don't want to.
Can't make me.
Can't touch this.
I have four articles to talk about. Ow, my back.
My TV makes me.
Yeah, I knew this is where it was going.
Makes me say, "Oh my lord, what is this garbage here?" When I cover my eyes.
I've got no news either. Nothing I can think of.
No news. That's a song, but it's a country song.
It is.
No, thank you.
Terrible country song.
Bubba shot the jukebox last night.
Said it played a bad song.
Sad song. That
Sad
made me
song.
cry.
Yeah.
Went to his truck and grabbed
got
his
a 45. Bubba shot the jukebox last night.
Bow, 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 bow.
We just
you don't like spoken word country music?
Yeah, we'll just have a William Shatner level of spoken country music.
Bubba shot the jukebox.
Oh no!
Last night.
Said it played a sad song, made him cry.
Went out to his truck, got his 45.
Bubba shot the jukebox last night.
Bow, 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 bow. Bow, bow, bow.
Ouch!
Love it.
Ouch!
I'll jump in front of that bullet if this keeps up.
I will save that fucking jukebox.
Anything to play something other than this.
This is what happens when we're all here. We have spoken word country music. This is dangerous. We can never have spoken word. We can never be in one room ever again. The universe's fate depends upon it.
The only thing saving us is we're one short. But with our powers combined.
Womp, womp, womp.
Tree, tree, tree.
Everybody's a tree.
Broccoli.
Woodpecker.
Hey, woodpeckers. And the thunder rolls.
Oh, no. So we're branching out into something we are going to get sued.
Garth Brooks, the thunder rolls.
And the lightning strikes. Another love grows cold.
Honestly, stop. All right, I'm back.
I can't do it.
Raise all control.
I'll tell you, it won't be spoken for very long. We're going to end up breaking into the song.
No, we can't sing Garth Brooks. That's sad. We don't want to be Garth Brooks.
I like
or
Garth
Chris
Brooks
Gaines.
Chris Gaines.
I don't care much for Chris Gaines, but I like me some Garth.
You like you some girth?
Girth.
Girth.
I'm a girth man.
Girth Burfs? You like Girth Burfs?
It's the girth that matters.
Girth Burfs.
My cheese wheel.
What?
You haven't heard Ron White do that?
Well, I don't listen to
He said he's got a 1-inch dick and it's about 8 inches around. It's my cheese wheel.
All right.
Don't deprive yourself. Look at that. Look it up.
No. Who wants to see a cheese wheel?
Well, Google what you want.
That's about as good as Scanlan's 1-inch cube package.
Yeah.
Let me bring it around for some D&D.
Thank you. That's all I could think about.
I am multi-class. I have nerds and jocks.
Where do I fall in this?
I'm a level 40 nerd and a level 38 jock.
It just reminds me, what game were we playing? You started offsides. You started reading off the pillows. A long pause. Football.
It was one of the 8-bit challenges. I don't remember though. That
was like
fucking funny.
Early.
Oh,
I have to go back and watch now. I can't remember.
It's an opening, so you'll know it when you see it.
Yeah.
Football.
Just a long pause. Just football.
It's like his long pause of a loogie last week.
Yeah, God, I listened to that. I was like,
it got hot in here. It got so hot. I'm like, say something.
I didn't care for the black. I was like, oh no.
We're waiting. Would you say something, please?
I saw Twitter explode. I was like, well, there's our numbers.
Like, time stood still. I had time to, like, look at TJ, and I was like...
I love this. And then our whole conversation of Paul Walker isn't worse than that. When I had it in
right now, it's worse.
It was bad
right
pause.
there. Untasteful, but...
Problematic.
The untastefulness of Paul Walker, I can live with. I will walk that route every day of the week and make those jokes.
I mean, it was a while back.
You won't get to walk it too often when the cops are on the road.
I just want to do this fucking podcast.
I'm trying to start it.
I gotta say though, last week, because your mic kept ducking out on occasion, as soon as you said black and then it just cut out, I was like, is it stopping again? Like, am I just not hearing what else he's saying? Like, I was like, what is it? I'm suspense right here. What's going on?
I gotta be super careful about how much noise reduction I put in on my microphone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm noticing mine is getting like super big up there on the waveforms.
That's fine.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, that's easy to fix.
It's a matter of the overlap. I just got to make sure the overlap doesn't happen.
I don't want to blow it out.
Like that?
All right. All right.
Where am I?
All right.
Oh, God, I'm wearing gray. What the fuck?
TJ's just a floating head.
I was like, where's my body?
Like Max Headroom.
I actually heard the whole story. I'd never heard of that before.
What?
Oh, Lord.
I know. We grew
up with it.
We grew up.
I just missed it.
Yeah, that's true.
But I listened to a podcast about it, and then I watched the video of it, and I was like, what in the fuck? That was weird.
Matt Frewer, man.
No lie.
Yeah.
Well, you guys saw the whole shit show that aired in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They're just fucking being real weird.
Yeah.
In the middle of, it was Doctor Who.
Yeah. Took over a broadcast.
Yeah. That was fucking weird.
That's a great way to do it.
If you ever just Google Max Headroom scandal thing.
Okay.
It's nothing like lewd, but it's just fucking weird. It's just a weird thing from the late 80s. It was late 80s,
yeah. Somebody was able to hijack a news or a broadcast.
They just fucking took over some, I want to say it was NPR, not NPR, but
no, it was like a CBS station.
No, it was PBS.
PBS?
Yeah.
This one?
Public.
Yeah.
Okay.
This one.
Nice.
I'll watch that later.
All right, we ready to do this?
I'm ready.
We're going to kick a pig. Not in the nut.
Mic check.
It's almost my birthday.
It is. Your birthday is Sunday.
Oh yeah, happy birthday.
Every time I'm
Almost
fixing
mine.
to start the damn podcast,
I just happened to see the date, and I was like, oh, shit.
TJ's like, OCD. It's almost my birthday. I'm like, God damn it.
Hey, mine's a week after that.
Let me start the
I thought this
podcast.
was
18.
OCD or ADD?
OCADD.
OCADHD.
OBS.
FBI, break it, open the door.
NSA, CIA, what are we doing?
All right, here we go.
DEA.
Everybody living
now. Oh, no. That's a little bit. Well, hold on.
That was System of a Down.
I know.
If we wait at least 1 minute, we'll start at 8:30 on the dot.
It's everybody. Is it
Everybody dies.
Is it Live It Now? Is
I
it
have no idea.
I think it's everybody live it now. Everybody sucks. Everybody fucks. I think that's what it is.
Wah.
I can't do that.
I'm a big fan of the guy that was doing karaoke's video, and he's like, it's all going down. He's like, ooh, wah! I was like, that's me too, buddy.
You are not alone, sir.
God, that remind Melissa and I just went to Hershey Park, right? Mm-hmm. And they have this karaoke building like right at the front gate. And we're walking by. There's this guy in there who's got like the Rock Lee kind of bowl cut looking thing, and he's just singing metal to some song. I have no idea what it is. You don't hear any music. You just hear him singing.
Awesome.
And like the deep throat screaming, and we're just like, yeah, you do it, buddy.
Right on, bro.
All right.
By the way, we've already started. We're just gonna say we've already started.
Oh, good.
We're just gonna roll into it, and right now we're gonna go ahead and introduce the start of the podcast because, by God, there's never been a good time to do it except for right now. So it is the VGBits Bitcast. It is August 3rd, 2018, and guys,
do you know where your kids are at?
Do you know where Cody is at?
He's right here.
Some bitch is in the studio this week.
Look at him. He can move cameras.
Look, I'm right here.
Oh my
God.
Here. He is in the studio.
We love it. We love it.
We have flown him into the studio for this very moment.
These guys are bonkers.
Just gotta go.
Oh, all right.
Time to go.
All right, gotta catch your
That
flight.
moment, that was the whole point.
We've been sitting here for 2 hours setting up to kick him out.
Now we're gonna start the podcast. So let's go ahead and start the
Good job.
podcast.
All right,
Let's
ready?
come back, Cody. Let's come back. I think he's gone.
He went to go poop.
Yep.
Use the spray.
Smells like a forest. Oh, he comes back with chips.
He comes back with food. That's the most terrible
You
thing
cannot
to have.
eat chips on the road.
I'm not going to eat them.
He was like, oh my God. This is the Bitcast episode number 30.
I just did it for the joke.
I did it for the lulls. That's what they asked it. I like the lulls. That is what it is. We have done nothing but waste time and talk about all sorts of things, especially the Momo game.
Oh, God.
That was terrifying.
Welcome to Blue Whales number 2.
That image has got me. I cannot get that image out of my head.
Good job, Japanese artist.
Yeah.
It really,
I mean, it's super freaking creepy.
Really tickles my pickle. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we know. We heard you earlier. You just want to stick your dick in it.
Listen, man. Don't king shame.
It
Gross.
looks like it's right out of something of like a Miyazaki movie, though.
Mm-hmm. That's super
No,
weird.
that's like Miyazaki meets Jim Henson.
Miyazaki meets Jim Henson.
Wow.
Super weird.
Ugh.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Creepy.
But let's real quick. It's obviously fake. No one's going to kill you. It's a game.
Yeah.
Quit fucking around.
Yeah,
Don't be stupid.
It's not even a game. It's just a
Yeah,
shitty attempt at being a terrible person.
Don't be stupid.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't.
And that's all we're going to talk about Momo. Fuck
Yeah.
Momo.
Yeah.
Do
kinda
you know
forget
where
that.
your kids are at?
No.
Nope.
If
I know where mine are.
The ones
I don't know how graphic we want to get with
I was about to say, TJ, the ones you know about.
Yeah,
Not the ones you don't know.
yeah, you beat me to it.
Well,
They're behind
talk
lock
about
and
those
key
kids.
right
I don't know
now.
where those kids are. I know where my future kids are.
Well, I know where
Gross.
I could have made it worse, but I didn't. So
I think
you're welcome.
I don't know how much worse I could have made it.
Oh no, I could have made it
All
worse.
right, let's move on.
Yeah, want me to make it worse?
It's time for email. Let's get this shit out of here.
Who's Chen?
Speaking of emails, we do have an email this week. I'm just gonna. Oh God.
This motherfucker.
Hey, chin is better. I was gonna just say the toilet paper for later.
It's already
I
right.
don't have to
Who's
stick
gonna-
around with this bullshit.
We know TJ's been visiting Thumbelina and his 4 sisters.
Listen, man, you just gotta get it out of your system. There's no shame in my game.
Do the dogs watch?
That would be weird. I'm not into bestiality. That's weird.
Oh,
I didn't
man.
say it was your kink. I was just wondering if they watch.
I don't know if they watch. I'm not like checking. Be like, you guys into this or no? Not doing anything for you. Just me then. All right. What fucking podcast is this?
Oh, my ribs hurt.
This is how you do it. This is how you digress.
We didn't digress. We took the rabbit hole. Never mind. We're not mentioning holes. Never mind.
We didn't just take the rabbit's hole.
Yeah. No. Never mind.
Oh man.
What did I tell you? I get on the podcast and it's nothing but derail.
This is the best. Well, this is all we're gonna have. It's a light news week again because it's the summer doldrums.
Yep. It's exactly
everything
what it
that's
is.
coming out later. The good stuff that you're gonna see, like what's the game called from Rockstar? Red Dead
Redemption number 2.
Oh,
the prequel was the number 2.
2 more months.
Oh, it's
3 more months.
Freaking so far away.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Tomb Raider's coming out. Can't wait for Tomb Raider.
I still need to play the second one.
Oh, yeah.
The second one's really good.
I know.
Yes.
I know the first one was really good. I know the second, I just don't have time.
First one was super gory.
Yeah.
Oh,
they were very proud of that,
they turned it back a little bit in the second one. You don't impale your head as much as you did in the first one.
Oh.
It's not that you did it so much in the first one. It's that you had to keep doing it over and over.
Oh, that's, yeah.
These quick time events suck.
Like, press A, no. Boosh.
Yep.
Like, I was like, the first time I ever saw that from the original Tomb Raider, or not the original Tomb Raider, but the re-release. The reboot in the series. When I saw Laura's head impaled in a spike, I immediately said, I've got to own this game.
Yeah.
Legitimate. I was like, this is magnificent. I said, I haven't seen anything like this before. I've got to buy this.
Yeah, it was nuts.
And then I did.
I bought it. I didn't look at anything. I saw Tomb Raider, and I was like, wow, that looks really good, just looking at because that's how I buy video games. And I bought it, and I went home, and I played it. And the first time I died, I was like, holy fuck.
It's so brutal.
Yeah, that was rough. Yep. And then she did it a bunch more times. And I'm like, I'm so sorry, Laura. I'm trying.
I was a little sad about the fact that the tombs were kind of less of a focus in the first one versus like the second one, where they kind of brought a little bit more rating in on the second one, but
it still
wasn't
light.
enough.
It was still very light.
I liked the puzzles.
Yeah.
In it.
Yeah. It felt like it relied a lot on combat, which was fun. I mean, the combat was really well done.
Yep.
But and yeah, the puzzles were good, and there was a lot of stuff to do in between all the combat, and it's a solid game.
It's if they would have just had a little bit more puzzle behind it, and it would have been much better. It's really like Uncharted.
Yeah.
But doing Uncharted better. Just to be blunt about it. I mean, the first Uncharted I played completely through, and it's just like an on-off switch. It's like time for a gunfight, no, time for a puzzle. Now it's time for a gunfight.
Yep.
Now it's time for a puzzle.
Can you imagine trying to do a puzzle while in a gunfight?
No, they couldn't.
I'm just imagining like, where does this piece go? Son of a bitch, hold on.
they couldn't imagine that. And the boss in Uncharted was the final boss. You couldn't really kill him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I never played any of the Uncharted games.
Oh, they were really good.
Yeah.
I've still got to finish out a few of them, but specifically 4 and 3. I've played 2. So.
Never played any of them.
Oh, you're missing out. It is actually a good story.
I think 4 is the most recent one, right? Mm-hmm. I saw a playthrough of 4, and it looked really good. It really made me think of Indiana Jones, though. Mm-hmm. And that's why I wanted to watch it and play it, because I was like, oh, it's Indiana Jones, but not.
Speaking of Indiana Jones, it just made me start thinking about Indiana Jones and the Infernal Machine. That old game. Have you never heard of that one?
No.
Is that the one where he tries to build the Incredible Machine? It's fucking pissing him off. Is this Infernal Machine?
I can't pop this darn balloon.
I lost my keyboard here. Hold on one second.
Is that why Google came up?
Don't touch his Google.
It was, when was this released?
I'll let him keep his children. It's fine.
1999.
1999. It's just a straight up Indiana Jones puzzle
Man, that's definitely a LucasArts game right there.
Yeah.
It looks exactly like what's that one? Star Wars game.
Empire Strikes Back?
No, I might be thinking of Knights of the Old Republic, or maybe Knights of the Old Republic 2.
I don't know.
Of course, none of the images are of the game. No, it's gotta be the first one then.
Oh yeah.
No, that one's made by BioWare though.
No, are you talking about the N64 game?
Maybe.
I think you're talking about the N64 game.
Was that Republic Commando?
No.
Pod Racer.
Shadows
that's
of the
what
Empire.
I call pod racing.
Oh yeah, it might be Shadow of the Empire.
I think it was Shadows of the Empire. Is what
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Look, it's got the dude with the jacket.
Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely late 90s right there.
Yeah.
Duke Nukem.
Might as well be. Those are solid games, though.
Oh, yeah. The Shadows of the Empire was a great game.
And Pod Racer was good.
Did you ever play the go-kart version of the Pod Racer game?
No.
I don't remember what it was called, but they have a Star Wars pod racing game that is like the go-kart version. You pick up the power-ups. They're like big-headed people with tiny carts.
Oh, weird. I don't know.
Star Wars 1 Episode 1 Racer?
Maybe. Oh, dude, that's on GOG?
Let's see.
Maybe.
No, that's just Pod
No,
Racer.
that's not it.
Oh, it's just Pod Racer? Oh, I don't know.
That's just Pod Racer with better graphics.
It's only $10.
Woo!
Either way.
It's Watto. Darth Jar Jar.
Hey, you come in, you want to buy a Pod Racer?
Oh, man. What were we talking about?
We were talking
Nothing,
about
really.
everything.
I think, actually, we started at Tomb Raider and just we were wandering around.
Tomb Raider, Uncharted. Then we went Uncharted.
We're waiting for video game releases to talk about.
Yeah.
Well, it's that season, so
Yeah.
it's where we drum up our own business.
We're in preseason right now.
Yeah, we are.
Getting everybody's training. You know, they're doing practices, looking at drafts, who's they're going to pick up this year.
That's
You know,
already over in
prospect.
football.
I don't know shit about football.
Good try.
I played
A for
football.
effort.
I did not learn anything about
Hall of
football.
Fame game.
First preseason game was played
Yesterday.
already.
Yeah, it's a Hall of Fame game.
Oh, good.
It was
What, they're playing the
Baltimore.
Hall of Fame game? They haven't even started the season?
They always.
Well, no, what they do is they play the Hall of Fame game. It's the first preseason game because all the NFL players get inducted into the Hall of Fame that were eligible. So,
Okay.
after voting. That's your Sports Minute.
I don't want to talk about sports anymore.
Dun, 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 sports ball.
Yay.
Pass the puck for the touchdown.
Goal!
So,
Yeah. So, Daniel, what have you been doing this week?
I know. That's what I was fixing to roll into.
It's so quick.
I can't find it.
You can't find what?
The game that I was thinking of.
Oh. What?
I just wanted a high five.
Just wanted a high five.
Crisp high five. And he gave me a soft pillow high five.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't want to make too much noise.
That's
Here, I'll give you.
fine.
I'll give you a crisp one.
Oh, he
I
called
will
it-
slap you across the face.
Don't do that.
There we go.
All right, here we go.
Clap sync.
Thank you. There we go.
Off
Clap
camera.
sync. All right. Everybody clap sync. We did that in the middle of the podcast.
It's okay. We use clapboard.
Yeah, I was
Like
gonna say,
used
we
the
were
clapboard
clap sync.
earlier. So
Like an hour ago.
yeah, we've been recording for way too long. There's actually a pretty good amount of good things that we talked about
Yep.
earlier too.
Yeah, we'll
So
splice it in.
just cut all that from the beginning. Put it right there.
I'm just gonna let it roll. I mean, it's gonna start from there and go, and then we have the introduction to the podcast in the middle
Okay.
because where are your children? All right, so let's talk about what we've been playing, what we've been
Are they
doing this
lucid?
week. What?
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 I said, where are they lucid?
What? They're in my ball sack.
Oh, God.
There. I
Perfect.
fucking said it. Everybody happy now?
I sure hope this has the E tag on iTunes.
Oh, it does.
Okay.
I made absolutely certain that we were an explicit podcast.
If not, you better send one in and say, look, this needs to be explicit.
Oh, we're
Something
covered.
happened. Something bad happened.
It's explicitly.
The 5-finger
Explicit.
shuffle happened apparently.
Sometimes twice a day.
The old knuckle shuffle.
Knuckle shuffle.
Ah, you scrub.
Let's talk about what we've been playing and what we've been doing.
Yeah, what have you been up
Afraid
to, Daniel?
Talk about what we've been playing and doing.
I haven't played anything this week.
He's been doing a lot, though.
I don't know why the fuck I'm even here.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna start eating these chips. Oh shit.
Doritos?
Don't pick on the poor man.
Product placement. Doritos, if you're interested.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. Probably. They'd be like, we don't want to be associated with this podcast. Please stop.
It was family oriented. Well,
Some assembly required.
It was about family and eating. It works both ways.
oh, and we could have gotten worse right there. Wow.
I just wanted to stop.
It is. It's stopping.
Hey, guess what?
So what have you been up to,
I
Daniel?
tried to play a video game this week.
Which one have you tried to play?
I tried to play Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh, nice.
I specifically I was playing while I was waiting for Cody's plane to land because his plane was delayed a freaking hour.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah, it was brutal. So I was sitting in the airport parking lot down in the down below. I can't remember
Parking garage?
the parking garage, but it was down below on the bottom side of the garage. So
Basement level?
there was no internet getting to my phone, and there was nothing getting anywhere. So I said, well, you know what? I'll just break out my Vita because that is my portable fun device.
No, Cody. No, Cody.
See, the problem is I can't mute him. He's real.
I heard you laughing before you started.
You're gonna survive.
Carry on.
He ain't gonna make it. He won't make it. People in Cody's Discord, I'm sorry, he won't make it back to Pennsylvania. No, so I played. I pulled out the Vita and I played Final Fantasy Tactics, and I went and did the Dorter Trade City battle in Final Fantasy Tactics, and it reminded me that that game can be fucking hard.
Yeah.
Like, I got in there, and they had knights and archers and wizards, and I'm like all squires and chemists, and I'm like, here we go.
Yeah.
One swing from the knight, and my guy is almost dead, and then I get set on fire by a wizard, and I'm dead.
Yeah.
And it's just like, forget it. I got wiped fast.
Yeah.
I was like, I guess I needed to go buy some equipment.
I don't remember any of this in the game when I played it like 10 years ago,
Yeah, you should play it.
15 years ago,
Play it now, and then you'd remember all of this stuff.
maybe. I honestly don't think I made it past the first battle.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got to remember, I was like 6 playing this.
Yeah.
I love
It
it.
did have a learning
It was a
curve.
good
Yeah.
game.
But, yeah, I got my ass kicked. I just got wiped. I was like, okay, well, screw this. Let me start over. And I did not get past Order Trade City yet. I've got to go back and buy equipment first. I probably need to farm some gills so I can get some equipment.
Mm-hmm.
Those poor fish.
Yeah.
Yeah, well. Not farmed.
No.
Fish-
No.
Fish farms.
What?
Fish farms.
Fish farm?
I thought you said fish arms. I'm like,
Fish arms?
makes me think of Magical Trevor.
Magical Trevor. It's got a
Magical
new
Trevor
trick.
is back once again, and he's doing tricks that will drive you insane. How does he do them? I want to know. Oh,
I don't
he's
know.
got a
what referencing.
magical toe.
Wait a minute. You don't know Magical Trevor?
What? You know Dr. Tran, but you don't know Magical Trevor?
What?
Correct.
All right, hold on one second. We're going to get some Magical Trevor going on. We're going to derail the podcast right quick for
I'm
what
so
we've been
sorry.
playing.
Has
This is my fault.
Has it been railed yet?
No.
Gross.
No.
I don't know what you've been up to,
No,
TJ.
There we go. Here's some. This is the number one.
Look at him now.
I know the guy that sings this.
Really?
Weeble. I don't know him.
Oh, Mr. Weevil. Gotcha.
He's like, yes, I know Weeble. We're friends. We go back. I helped him do Mushroom.
What? Badger
That's right. He
Badger.
did do Badger.
Yeah. He also did Way Down in Kenya.
This is back in the good old days where Flash animation was
The king.
loopable.
Yeah, this was at its prime. This was after New Egg.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
is,
This was Newgrounds.
I mean, Newgrounds, not New Egg. Yeah.
This was Newgrounds and I think Albino Black Sheep.
Yeah. Lots of beans.
All right. I think it's like episode 4 is the one with the fish.
Hold on one second.
You going to watch all of them?
Well, I can't really get there kind of quick enough.
Ragu.
Rag.
Yeah, it's the one with the pig. Number 4.
All right, we're moving up to 4.
Nope.
Here we go. Look at the pigs. Little ball pigs.
That's awesome.
It's got a magical toe. No.
It was peeing out of its butt. See, fish arms.
Yeah.
What is this?
Sweet mercy, that's fishy.
No! All right.
All right.
So, appreciation for Magical Trevor. I prefer the first one.
I don't prefer any of them.
I like the one with the pigeon, too.
Magical Trevor. Now it's stuck in my head. We need to sing some Garth Brooks now, I guess, to get this over with.
And the loudness strikes!
Hey, we gotta close the show somehow. Let's not give it all away.
Oh, yeah.
Karaoke
Got to keep them wanting.
tomorrow night.
More like karaoke.
Karaoke.
We all sing what? Oh my God! I just thought of something. This is back when I was in grade school. We used to do little musical events or things like that where they would have parents come into an auditorium and then you'd sing in front of everybody, and it just out of the blue I just started thinking about the Purple People Eater song.
Oh yeah,
because that was part of one of the lines that I had to sing in that song. And for us, they all made us like stand in a row, and everybody had to stand there and wait. And you had your one line, and then you walked up to the mic after one person would sing, and you'd walk up, and they get done, and you just kind of flow people through until the song was over.
That sounds like the worst way to deliver a song.
It was, but that's the only way they could get like 200 kids to sing one song.
Jesus.
Wow.
We did
and now he has
Beach Boys.
suffered.
I'm scarred.
We did Beach Boys.
Beach Boys would have been good.
Was
All
it
right.
Aruba, Jamaica? You know
Yeah.
I wanna
So
sing?
y'all get
Oh yeah.
just like get one syllable each.
No, we all did it. Harmony. Of course.
Oh, that's cool.
Everybody sang it once.
Mhm.
Aruba.
Jamaica.
Aruba, Jamaica.
Ooh,
Come on, I want to
That's how
take you.
I was about to say.
That's how I sing everything.
Oh, well, I mean, if you were all in an auditorium and everybody's singing,
That's how you do it.
singing the same thing, they're all going. That's the best part.
Yeah.
The parents still love
I
it.
don't have to
Oh yeah, everybody
participate
claps.
really. I just
Yeah.
mumble along.
Everybody's like
As long as you get the right.
real loud around you,
Yeah.
and you're just kind of like, no. And the kid,
They're lucky if I did that. I would just mouth the words.
I'm surprised they got you to mouth the words. I thought you would just.
Nah, you gotta pretend because some
Say
families could
watermelon.
afford cameras. And they would zoom in occasionally on kids. You're just sitting there going,
boy, he's mailing that one in. Check this out.
he's not
Oh, look at this kid!
he's fucking using a telegram.
This kid's got it figured out. He knows how to get things done in life.
This kid's going far.
Oh, we also did Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Oh
I remember
my
that.
Gosh.
Oh wow.
I don't remember what other things. I think we did Christmas related stuff and then Halloween related stuff, but I don't remember anything past that. It's kind of one of those things where I just kind of blocked it out.
I was in a super racist play once.
I don't think we ever did plays.
We did the president on President's Day. We all had like come up and sing one of the president's names and something that they were known for.
Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Jackson.
That was a play, or that was a musical play that we did in 5th grade.
That was a.
I know it's that. I hate that damn song now because of that.
I know. It's to remember your president.
Yeah.
See, the closest I've ever been to any of that was I sang the falsetto lead in.
Fancy falsetto.
I was like, wait a minute.
I was the only guy who could get his voice that high, even though I also had the deepest out of the other candidates.
Get my learning box here. What's falsetto? Hang on.
Highest pitch you can sing.
The nut stomp.
Yes. So it was for my church. It was for Mother's Day, and they did a rendition of Bohemian Rhapsody called Mommy Rhapsody. So the whole thing, it was a skit play type thing to the song. So they had all these mothers coming up and singing and doing it and, acting everything out. And then they had me and 2 other guys come up on stage for the I'm just a poor boy. Can I have some money, please?
Oh, yeah.
To their mom. Yeah. But I was the only one who could actually sing high enough and keep the tone solid without cracking when I was 16.
Nice.
Oh. Why this podcast this is terrible because all I want to do now is just sit there and just burst out into lyrics because that's all we've been doing for the most part of this evening right now.
Well, we've been playing with the audio, so
playing with audio and singing lyrics and then
Turning everyone blue.
freestyling and everybody's been blue and dabba-dee-ba.
I'm blue, dabba-dee-dabba-da.
Hey, guess what? Did anybody else play anything other than me in Final Fantasy Tactics?
You know what else you played?
What else did I play?
Mario Kart and Rocket League.
That's true. We went once Cody finally got off the plane because the plane was a pain in the ass. We went to Nerdvana and we got the table that TJ super jelly about, the Switch table at Nerdvana. We played some Rocket League. And
he's still salty looking.
He's pissed.
Well,
he's a man that's mad.
I just wanted to play Rocket League.
I know.
I got my ass kicked at Rocket League. It was nice, refreshing to know that I still suck at Rocket League. So I can't wait for the arena episode where TJ's like, "I'm gonna win against all of you in Rocket League. You, Rocket League, Rocket League, Rocket League."
I mean, you've got my Steam profile here. You can go see how many hours I have in Rocket League.
Well, I'm not. Well, since you say so, we go roll down. I bet you I have less than you.
Probably.
I got you all beat.
Curtis is like, none. Haha.
There it is.
I've seen the intro.
46 hours.
46 hours.
I am 30 hours less than you. So you
It's
were
more than I thought you had. That's 10 more than I thought you had.
Okay, remember when the game actually came out for the very first time? We played like 9 hours straight.
Yeah, I remember.
And then the next
you guys
day,
talking about
we
that.
played like another 7 hours.
Yeah.
And then that was the last time I played Rocket League.
That night was not the last time I played.
No.
No, you
I am now edging into 400 hours.
professional Rocket League player.
Not even close. I'm on the Rocket League subreddit, so it's like, I made this cheeky goal, and I look at it, and they're fucking, they're doing a ceiling shuffle where they're keeping their wheels on the ceiling. They come in, it's magic, and I'm like, I'm never gonna be this good. And occasionally I get matched up with those people. I'm like, oh, good, this is what it feels like.
So this is what it's like to step on people. Okay.
Knock you down a few pegs.
There.
We should just play hockey. I think I can be okay at hockey.
I'm real good at hockey, too.
I like hockey.
Yeah, hockey's fun.
He did say that he would play against all three of us without, what was it, boosting?
Without boosting it.
Yeah, without
That's
boosting.
a problem for him. Because all I would do is just boost into him and crush him.
You say that.
Now the question is, jump boost.
No boosting at all.
Okay.
Hey, that smells like an arena challenge.
Yeah, it does.
Ooh, maybe this week.
Maybe.
Can we have
Maybe.
3 crown holders or title holders at the same time?
You can each get a win. I will allow us since I'm the one that does all the scorekeeping.
So like TJ would get 3 wins just out of one game. We all get 1 win if we win.
I have to work harder for it?
I think.
I don't think it's technically work when you have 400 hours in the game. It's not work.
And we've
It's
got.
like a warm-up.
We've got 50 among us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you got. No,
He's
never
got-
mind. He's got 50. Never mind.
Yeah, I've got
60.
46, and then you said you've got 16.
Well, then we're less than 100.
So
Yeah.
we're at like 60 some odd hours.
Yeah, 62.
I put
I
us.
think you guys have a chance.
Math.
Listen, I practice against 4v1 in the AI, and they're not good, but they do score sometimes.
Sometimes you still win though.
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, okay, well, here, I'll just say this. I'm terrible at Rocket League, and then I will just go and leave that right there for the future to come back to. We'll see.
Let's look for the next couple months.
Yeah,
Yep.
we'll
The
see what
Rocket
happens.
League challenge rolls around, like, oh shit, does he do it? And then he does. I'm just calling it right now.
Well, Daniel's player of the game. He's got 4 scores. I don't know how.
One was on himself.
I've done that before.
I know, Cody told me.
I've done that before many times.
I didn't even hit it.
I still do it too. It happens.
Yeah, that's how I score occasional goals on him.
One time I actually just put the ball in my goal with enthusiasm. I was like, fucking nailed it. It was like, that was your goal. And I'm like, oh damn.
Like, I got to help him out. That's what I really need it.
Well, you're not scoring enough for you, so I'm going to help you.
Okay, so then, yeah, true. That we did do some Mario Karting. We did a race of Mario Kart.
Yeah. Came in third.
I came in third. Cody came in first.
Oh, yeah. Not bragging over here.
No. I was not going to mention it.
I have not played Mario Kart in forever, and it felt slow.
It's
racing.
Were you guys in the 50cc?
100.
100's still pretty slow.
Yeah, 150 is where it's at.
150, and they have a 200 now, I think, too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think. I'm pretty sure.
There is a 200 cc.
Yeah.
But it just seems the game seems more vicious than it used to be. I mean, I remember the Super Nintendo. I mean,
yeah.
That was my bread and butter. I mean, I did play Double Dash, but not a whole lot of Double Dash.
I love Double Dash.
The N64 Mario Kart was probably where I spent the second amount most of the time.
You're just starting at Will Smith's N64 Mario Kart is where I spent most of my days. That's just what popped into my head. I was like, oh, here we go.
Oh, man.
Oh, my God. We're going to do it.
Nope.
Picking up bananas and chunking them at face.
No, it's starting to come. No.
Wait, what?
Whoa, Jesus Christ. Fuck's sakes.
All right, I think I'm done.
Children of the room.
Man, you're 2 for 2 this week.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Well, at least he can finish.
I don't want to be on this podcast anymore. It used to be wholesome.
It was never wholesome. It was all off the air.
Once upon a time, we had video games. Is this just going to be like every year whenever we hit the slow months? We're just going to...
Oh, my God. Everybody ready for that fucking first week of August podcast?
Everybody's
just fucking off the rails.
Everybody's like preparing just building up all their stuff that they have just to let it go at the beginning of the month.
People are getting ready for school. Guess what time it is, folks? We're fixing to run this son of a bitch right off the track.
Oh.
God, you know the best part? I was telling all my coworkers that I was
no.
flying down here for the
my
podcast. And they're like, oh, you should totally give us the podcast to listen to. And I'm like, yeah, totally. I will totally give you the podcast.
Not this week.
Nope.
Yep, you're going to have to.
They're going to be like, oh, you should give that to me. I'll just be like, yeah, of course, yeah.
Well, you got to warm up. Watch the ones prior, and then it's a running start. You can't just jump right in the middle. It's going to eat them alive.
Then you lose the story's continuity.
Yeah.
I flat out told them, look, that we're not all vulgar, but we're vulgar.
Yeah.
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 We can't deny this.
Well, there is an explicit tag on us.
Yeah, that's fair.
E isn't for excellence.
It used to be for everyone. Not anymore.
Not rated, not sponsored.
E for excellence.
If anybody would like
Doritos.
to sponsor us, please look past this episode.
AO 18 plus.
Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, Mario Kart. It was, I don't know. I mean, I still actually want to buy Mario Kart and actually play Mario Kart.
It's fun if you turn off items.
No.
Yes, I can agree.
I would have had second place had it not been for Koopa Troopa with a red shell behind me.
Yep.
Fourth.
Fuck items. I love Mario Kart and the racing. I'm very good at it, and I just love. It's a solid racing game. The rubber banding aside, but the items will fucking just. I mean, I get that's the spirit of Mario Kart, but it just ruins the race for me.
Well, they've started to go with these outlandish
Bullet Bill.
Yeah, the outlandish items that they started throwing. I mean, back in the day, you had your ink, and then you had your Starman, and triple mushrooms or the gold mushroom. That's kind of watch out.
Yeah.
Now it's like Bullet Bill, and then
the ink thing, which is usually useless. It's usually useless. It's like, oh, look at that! I can't see off that.
I mean, the blue shell. Well, the blue shell came into play in
at least 64.
Yeah.
It
was in 64.
Yeah, the blue shell isn't actually horrible. It
I
seems to be
can't
made
stand the blue
worse.
shell.
It's
Agree to
gotten
disagree.
worse. Though,
Well, here's the thing: is when I play, as soon as I get the boombox, I don't use it. I hold on to it. As soon as that blue shell shows up, boombox, and I just keep on going. Fuck your blue shell.
See, my Mario Kart game was the Nintendo DS version. And in that, you didn't have anything to defeat the blue shell, except for a mushroom. If you held onto a mushroom and timed it just right, when the blue shell hovers over you, goes up in the air, and is coming down, you can boost and get out of the radius of the blast. Mm-hmm. And that was my game. I played that with my buddy Jesse. We would both go to church, or if we were meeting up, going out to eat, whatever, that is what we played. And we were ridiculously good at it. Until you go online and come across all the hackers that are just like sliding all over the map.
Oh, those aren't hackers, man. Those are
people.
Those are real.
That's Japanese people playing Mario Kart.
Dude, I've
talking
actually
about Mario Kart 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, those guys, unreal.
I've been watching like looking up how to do that hop drift thing where they do that, and it's just fucking crazy. I've managed to do it a little, but it's ridiculous. They're not hacking. That's just skill.
It's just not fair.
Yeah, it's not fair.
At that point, you're like,
fun.
at that point, you're like, okay, do I really actually want to play any more Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Not online. Hell no.
But it's like that with any game. Like, you play with your friends all the time. You're like, man, I'm really good at this. And then you get online, you're like, I am real bad at this.
Yep.
Real bad.
Yeah. It's like, my friends suck. What the hell?
That was like when we used to do Halo LAN parties all the time. My buddy Jesse and me, we were the two best players because we played Xbox Live, we played against each other, we played online all the time. We'd go in there and everyone would just be talking trash. They'd be like, oh, we're going to kick your butts. You're going to go down. Our team's going to win. We're like, all right, we'll see. Next thing you know, our team, 50 points, their team, 5.
First online game is a hard awakening for a lot of people.
Yeah.
I played a match where I had in total kills the entire other team's total. And my team ended up winning the game.
That's awesome.
So I ended the game with 25 kills. They had 25 total, and the other 4 members of my team made up the other 25.
It's a good time when you just roll on somebody that hard.
Yeah.
It is. It's quite nice when you sit there and you're on your A game and you can destroy people. I do admit, it's actually fun.
It is.
I do that occasionally in Call of Duty. Just go in and I'm like top of the board. I'm like 30 kill streak, and I'm like, this is nice.
Yeah.
Next game I do absolute horrible. I'm
Yep.
like, okay, that was fun last time.
It's like time to quit now. Da, 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 da.
You keep trying, hoping to get it back, but it was a fluke. You weren't really that good. It's just everyone was off.
Yep.
Yeah.
I did play not World War II, but then I guess Advanced Warfighter or whatever it's called. Not Advanced Warfighter.
Advanced
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare 3.
Future Warfire. Whatever the
Advanced
fuck.
War.
Future
Or Advanced Warfare.
Is it?
Yeah. Call of
Okay.
Duty 20
Yeah,
Advanced Warfare.
Where they got fucking jump jets and they're doing
And
weird shit.
exoskeletons
Yeah.
and yeah.
I played that. I was over at my brother's house and he's on PlayStation. And I played it. I picked it up and I played and I was just fucking. It was free for all and I was just beating ass. And these people were just fucking mad because my brother would play and do real terrible, and then I would play and I'm like top 1, 2. I'm in top 3 most of the time, and everybody's just fucking furious. And then I give the controller back to my brother, and he's not bad. He's middle of the road. So they were furious as to why occasionally he would do really good and really bad.
You're hacking.
I play with one hand most of the time. Take it easy, guys.
But yeah, it's a good time. I like rolling on people.
It's the best compliment to get as well when someone's just like, you're hacking. Like,
I used to get that in a lot. There's a game, Crossfire, I think is what it's called. Not that Crossfire.
you'll get caught up,
Not that Crossfire.
You'll get caught up in a crossfire.
As a matter of fact, it was at PAX South when we went. They had the game set up for a tournament there. And I was sitting there, I was looking at the game, I was like, man, I've played this before. And she's like, you want to play it? And I was like, yes. So I got down, I was like, damn, I used to play the shit out of this. But occasionally people would be like, start a map, and it would be sniper rifles and knives only. And I could go in just no scope, like fucking easy peasy. And everybody like, fucking hacker, because I would just run in and just like, boom, boom. People were like, this is bullshit. And I'm like, thanks, guys. It was good, man.
I needed that today. Thank you.
But that's my rolling on people. It sucks to get rolled on, though.
Yeah.
It sucks.
I've had that happen many times.
I like rolling on people in Hearthstone.
Yeah.
When you get like just domino, or you pick up a nice little combo.
Or when your entire deck is a combo.
Yeah, those are hard to play. When you have just your deck is the one hit, or is OTK, and you got to play that deck right. That's a hard deck to play, but it's fun when you hit it. You sit there and just light well your way to victory.
I know some of these words.
Light well. Sorry.
Look, man, you hit me hard.
He's just salty because I overkilled him.
Oh, did you play him in Hearthstone?
Yeah, we played in Hearthstone
yeah,
a little
yeah.
bit. And
I still want to play more.
yeah, we do. We really need to. Maybe we do arena challenge.
I want to find my freaking Yu-Gi-Oh cards and play that.
Freaking fire deck.
That deck was so bullshit. And just cards stacking on top of one another. It was great.
If the deck drew dead, it was worthless.
Yeah.
And then you find that damn one card that trigger
The baseball kid.
Yeah.
He's just for every fire character in your hand or on the field, like bumped him up so much, and I had a bunch of them, so they would just fucking stack on one another, and it was fucking. Everyone hated it.
I don't even know. Ooh. Pardon me. I don't even know where my Yu-Gi-Oh cards went.
I don't know where the fuck mine went either. Like I moved too many times, and they just vanished.
I think they just went away.
I can't remember if I threw mine away or sold them or if they just vanished into oblivion. But I had a bunch of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, a bunch of Pokemon cards. I had a binder full of Pokemon cards.
I still have my binder full of Pokemon cards in there.
No idea where it's at.
First edition Gen 1s.
They weren't good. I can tell you that. A lot of mill tanks.
What?
Oh, yeah, we
you
talked
got
about that.
Older generation.
Yeah.
Ooh. Nobody cares about that.
I had a binder full of football cards. It has disappeared. Pistadeered.
Yep.
I've got a binder of football cards and baseball cards in my closet.
I don't know where mine
they're yours.
went.
They're mine now.
I didn't say that. I just said I have them.
If somebody can ever come across a 3-ring binder full of football cards, especially with a, this is how old that these football cards are. I have a little plastic plaque with 3 football cards in them. One of them is Kerry Collins, and I can't remember who the second one is. The third one is Ray Caruth. Now, nobody knows anybody about Ray Caruth except for Curtis. Curtis knows who Ray Caruth is. Ray Caruth is a murdering son of a bitch, but I have his football card from when he played for the Carolina Panthers.
Yep.
Anyways.
Yeah, wherever it is now.
Somebody's got it.
I can't find it, but
I've got an idea where it might be.
I've looked for it forever. I cannot come across it. I wish I could find it.
You know how I look for my old stuff? Is like I stand at my storage unit there once a year that I go into it and I look around at stuff. I'm like, there's too much shit in here. And then I leave.
I really don't need it that bad.
Like, it's time to go. All right. So, anybody else play anything this week?
Yeah, I've been playing the SNES Classic.
You've been playing. What you been playing on the Classic?
All the things. Played Super Mario World.
Nice.
Played Secret of Mana.
Really?
A little bit. Just tinkering around with it a little bit. I played a lot of Street Fighter Turbo.
I wonder why.
Yeah, that was going to be a thing this week, probably. Sadly.
I played that. Very slow. Very, very slow response compared to nowadays.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Everything's fast twitch, and Street Fighter back in the day is Hadouken!
Yeah. You had to be very intentional with your button presses.
Well, they would jump, and it's like 15 frames later they would land, and it's like, oh my god,
Yeah.
so slow. Countering was very easy.
It might also just been the processing power. Well, no, because you got the classics. So,
yeah. I mean, it was not like it was lacking. It was just, it was slow, and that's the way the game was. But I spent a lot of time on that with the kids.
And then you look at Blaze Blue and you're like, Jesus Christ.
You're like, nope.
Everything's happening at the same time. I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure I had an aneurysm watching this happen.
Just a heads up, we did an arena on Blaze Blue.
Yep.
So look forward to that in the coming weeks.
Watch me melt down
Yep, that'll be a few.
because it happens.
That'll
And
be-
you'll see when it does. You see all the blood drain out of my face.
Spoiler alert, Curtis didn't win.
Curtis is like,
I'm like, I don't think my controller's plugged in.
My guy's not doing anything.
There's things happening to me that I can't stop.
Yeah.
button press.
I'd like to land, please. I need to initiate some combos here.
Can I stand up? I've been spending too much time horizontal.
Curtis is like, are those combos pizza?
These are pretzel and cheese.
I would love combos right now.
Well, it was.
Those Doritos are looking so good. I'm hungry.
Well, we'll get this podcast out of the way. Don't you eat those?
You say it like this podcast is
Just get the shit over
It's a
with so I can
plague.
go eat.
it's like this is a plague on mankind.
I'm hurting and I am hungry.
He's been ragged on too much. He's done.
Don't
is
beat
the-
me up for no reason.
This is the best podcast ever.
Well, look
We're
at my
never going to
arm.
get another podcast like this again. There.
All these
Weird.
hands are coming around.
We're terrible people. Hey, watch where you're grabbing.
It's a little low.
That's not my hand.
Is that your microphone?
I'm just happy to see you.
Oh. Feelings mutual.
So what else have you been playing?
A lot of Pokemon Go.
Oh, that's true.
I cleaned up my Pokemon inventory, getting ready for Gen 4 that's supposed to release sometime later this year. They're going to have a big event and supposed to announce that, so looking forward to that. I had to make all the room for all the Pokemon.
You have been hardcore into that.
I tell you what, and thanks to him, I got a way to find out which Pokemon are garbage. Mm-hmm. Thanks to this little app, and
it's not where I thought you were going with that.
I destroyed half of my Pokemon inventory because they were garbage.
Yeah.
I should actually look at my Pokemon and see whether or not they're worth anything.
We're proud of you when you accept your gifts.
It's like, oh, good, I can
We
send
really
them
are.
over.
Yeah.
Hey, I have I friended your daughter, your other daughter.
Well, she come in, Uncle Daniel's playing. Like, how do you know? He accepted my gift. I'm like, I know your pain.
I can finally send him another one.
You send him another one.
I need that 10,000 XP.
Okay, so here's the thing. Y'all keep sending me gifts. Like, my inventory is so full. I can't help it.
Just start deleting things.
I am. I am literally
You know you
deleting.
can use that on the Pokemon.
He's like, I don't have time to
Look,
play this damn
okay.
game.
Those health potions are really important if you ever do raid battles or gyms.
That's the thing, is I haven't done any raids or gyms, so I'm just like, it's like, look at all these health potions I don't need.
Could you see us out
Hey,
there
now
trying to
we're
record
finally
that?
friends, so
Out there doing a raid?
look,
Oh.
I've been deleting potions. Look, I've got 57 hyper potions right now.
That's good.
Yeah, that's about how many I've got.
I've got 3 gifts that I need to give
All right,
away too.
we're all going to do it. I'm gonna
No, I'm
Get
not-
rid of the
nope.
rest of them. Keep the hyper potions
I'm not.
So-
and the revives.
No,
So-
keep the super potion.
Now,
Oh,
you
super
don't-
potion's the best one?
No, because super potion gives you 50 HP. The hyper potion gives you 200. None of your Pokemon ever need 200 HP.
Unless they're got 306,
Yeah.
like a Snorlax.
doesn't
Yeah.
matter. It's instant full heal. But
I mean, he's not using them. He might as well.
Well, I mean, use
So-
them how you see fit.
so
Burn
okay,
him on
so
that Pidgey.
here is how my Pokeball situation has broke down. Because there's a lot of these difficult Pokemon to catch. Like the little ring is like really dark red and
Yeah.
bullshit. Every time I throw a regular Pokeball, I do the little curve and I swirl it around and I throw a curve. I catch the son of a bitch.
Yeah,
With a
curve.
regular Pokeball. Every freaking time.
That, that curve, I think it adds like 30% to your catch rate or
So,
some shit.
Yeah, it makes it easier to catch.
Yeah.
I have 125 Great Balls that I just don't use.
Too bad you can't trade.
You have
those.
how many?
125 Great Balls.
Jeez, man.
I have 184 regular Pokeballs, 96 Great Balls, and 76 Ultra Balls.
I've got 3 lure modules.
I'll let you know how many I have.
This
in
is
just
the
a
best
second.
part of the podcast
I'm not,
for
even, I'm
everybody.
not opening my
listening.
phone. Just
Everybody,
You can do it from memory.
Everybody live now. Look, I am going to catch a Pokemon right now, right here. So see,
Thank you.
there's a Pokemon.
I-
I'm playing the game. Actually, this is actually a pretty decent Pokemon.
I have 60 Pokeballs, 48 Great Balls, and 23 Ultra Balls.
Nice. I ended up 70 regular potions. That is uncanny.
I have 16 regular, 13 super, 75 hyper, and 45 revive.
That was a 778 CP Pokemon, and I caught with a regular Pokeball.
That's good.
what we've learned recently is CP don't make a shit.
CP don't mean exactly. Now,
They get that IV percentage.
exactly.
That's the thing that y'all have been going on about.
Exactly.
This app that you've got.
For
Y'all are-
anyone curious, it's called Pokegenie, and it's available on Android and.
I don't know
Apple.
anything about any of this. So
And it's not an infringement on their terms and
Yeah,
an
it's-
agreement.
It
It's
just
an
takes
overlay.
it takes a screenshot and then analyzes the screenshot.
Yes.
and tells you how good it is.
I need to find my friends.
It changed the way I play the game, and it's ruined my wife's Pokemon
Yeah.
inventory. She is so mad because some of her special ones that she thought were so great are dumpster fire.
Yeah.
Lol.
And and you really realize that when you like leave them in a gym and you can watch their stamina just drain away, and you're like, I see that one was also garbage.
Like, now I know.
I just want to collect them.
was
I
your
want
key
at least one of each kind.
Mine's 1,500.
I don't really want to collect them. I just want to put them in the
It's
Pokedex.
a lot bigger.
Once
than
they're in the Pokedex, I could give a shit less about them.
Yeah.
What is
Unless they're shiny or like an event type.
Do they have Piplups yet?
I have no idea.
No.
No.
Piplups?
Okay. I hope that's not going to be outside my region because that is one of the Pokemon that I want. I want a Piplup.
I'm waiting for
Haven't
the
You get a
XY
Nerdvana
Pokemon.
gift.
I think it's Gen 6.
What, Piplup or
X and Y. I forget which generation those are.
Piplup was Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, this is after Diamond and Pearl.
You get a Nerdvana
I don't
gift.
You get a Nerdvana gift.
Everybody gets a Nerdvana gift.
I'm sending you your...
TJ got the first Nerdvana gift.
I'm sending you your kids' Nerdvana gifts.
Awesome. I'm sure they'll be greatly appreciated.
Yeah, I'll send one to your wife, too.
I'm gonna have to analyze this one.
So when Daniel and I went to Nerdvana, we were walking in. I was like, "Oh, right, it's a Pokestop," and I got a gift from it. I was like, "Should I send this to TJ?"
And he did. I happened to be looking at my phone when I got it too. It was like Cody sent you a gift, and I opened it up. I knew before I opened it up, I was like, "That's gonna," because I knew he was in town. I was like, "That's gonna be from here in Texas." I looked at it, and I was like, "Motherfuckers!" I wanted to eat Nirvana.
We actually still. I need to look at the hours of operation for Nerdvana.
It's gonna be closed before we ever get. They probably close like 2.
They're a bar.
Yeah.
We can go to tomorrow, if anything. Nirvana hours.
Nerdvana.
Nirvana.
Nerdvana.
It's Nirvana. Nobody knows any of their music.
9:00. Oh well, that's a coffee shop. 12 a.m.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we got time.
We gotta run fast.
I'm gonna ride in the car at least.
We're gonna drive fast.
The pizza was
that I
actually
can do.
pretty decent.
Yeah, I was thinking about getting a pizza this time around. The burger was all right.
Oh my God, look at that pizza.
Oh yeah,
Tell you what, that drink though,
not good.
How much is that pizza?
not flavorful. $8.
Look at that Stardew spinach salad.
I love the names.
Yeah, if anyone who doesn't remember, we talked about this a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's a video game themed bar and grill / coffee shop also, and they have all the tables set up so where you can play like classic consoles. They have newer consoles. It's a really dope setup, and all their menu items are video game.
Wait, they got tabletop games in there too?
Apparently.
In the coffee shop
Where's the coffee shop?
next door,
Yeah.
which is also next door to Gearbox. By the way, we were eating next door to Gearbox.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's right next to Gearbox,
Yeah.
which is pretty cool.
So expect them on a future podcast for an interview.
Yeah.
Hey,
They just stand outside
we
the
have a
door.
real shitty and kind of vulgar podcast. Would you guys like to be on?
Yeah.
They made Borderlands.
That's true, yeah. I don't remember anybody talking about balls in Borderlands.
The very first boss you fight in the first Borderlands, his name is Nine Toes, and he has no balls.
Nice.
It specifically says that.
Okay.
All right, then.
Or
Guy
no,
has
I
9
stand
toes and
corrected.
no
I'm sorry. I think he's got like a road sign that says like no balls or something like that on it, and I think he's got like 3 nipples is what it says. Something along those lines.
God.
Beautiful.
Cool. All right. Well, I stand corrected.
All
There you
right.
go.
Stand corrected. Anything else you've been playing, Curtis?
No, that's it.
All right.
Just what we just ran off into.
Hey, Cody, what have you been playing? What have you been doing?
Dude, aside from flying down here and hanging out with you awesome people,
Yes.
I have been
Just
playing.
fucking woo girl that.
I said hell yeah.
You might as well woo girl.
Woo! Woo! That good enough for you?
You just lost a subscriber or two.
I think I lost my hearing.
Yeah.
I pulled the mic away.
It wasn't enough. We're in a tiny room
I
with
covered 4 mics though.
with
How about
shit
that?
acoustics.
Here we go. Nine Toes. Also, he has 3 balls. He's got a caution sign that says safety first.
He went from no balls to 3 balls.
I couldn't remember. It's been so long since I've played it.
Oh,
but-
nice.
There's a song about that, but let's not do there. You were saying
Yes.
you flew down, we wooed.
Flew down. We wooed. We've been hearing them go by all day. There's a fire somewhere nearby.
Yeah.
There's a lot of police.
Big
out
ass
tonight.
one.
Fires.
The whole neighborhood is
Dude,
on fire.
Outside, yeah,
Nice.
Wait, really?
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Like
Oh.
I was like, we should leave, but then Curtis was like, we have a podcast. I was like, that's right. It's working out here.
We're gonna sit here on fire.
All right, I'll
Because
catch on
our
fire.
podcast is fire.
London, hot, hot, hot.
There is a fire in the neighborhood somewhere, though.
It's on the south side. Probably we'll be fine.
Yeah,
Dumpster fire.
Nothing comes to the north side anyway.
I mean, they went right down our street.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. There was a fire truck that drove right by.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Coming to get us.
I was
Coming to take us
concerned
away.
because
Haha.
when me and Curtis went to the store, I just went ahead and went down toward the next neighborhood to turn in. And I did it real fast, and then I heard sirens. I was like, son of a bitch.
He was like,
Oh,
they're not after me, are they?
Yeah.
Legitimately, and we were sitting here. We were talking. Cody and I were talking while y'all were out gathering energy drinks, and I heard a siren go off. And the first thing out of my mouth was, I was like, I bet that was TJ.
That was the first thing I said. I was like, oh, TJ got pulled over. I almost texted you. I was like, hey, you guys okay?
How fast was he going?
I didn't look.
I was like, I don't know. I didn't get in the car. He just left.
Like, it felt like 4Gs, but
all I heard was that turbo spooling was pulled away.
Yeah, and then we're just sitting here, and all of a sudden he goes, TJ's home, and I'm like, how do you tell? He's like, I just heard his car. I can hear it a mile away.
Can you really hear my car?
I can
Yeah.
hear your car.
Oh, weird.
And then like 2 seconds later, I heard the as you pulled in. I was like, oh.
I never knew my car was that loud.
Yeah.
Nice.
I know where
Now you know why the neighbors are mad at you.
TJ's like, yeah, all right.
Well, like,
Just gonna sit there and rev it.
Whenever I leave, well, like, I start my car in the morning. It's super loud in the morning just because it's
Quiet?
that too, yeah. But like, you know, when you start a car in the morning and it sits there at a higher rev, just warming up. It's whoa, and I'm like in the house. I'm like, Jesus Christ!
It's like
I
a
didn't
jet
realize it was
getting
that
ready to
loud
take
all
off.
the time.
Cool.
Cool. That makes me feel. I love my car.
Now you're just like, car.
It's a fast car.
Speaking of a jet engine taking off, dear God. So I get to the airport early, right? I am there at 1 o'clock. Flight leaves at 2:30. And I'm like, I'm going to get through security, you know, and just in case it takes time, you know, get to my gate, find a good seat to, you know, sit there and wait, something comfortable. And I get through security in like maybe 15 minutes. Didn't take any time at all. Get to my gate, and I'm sitting there and just, you know, minding my own business, listening to a podcast, just watching the time go down. It was like hour left. I'm like, okay, this podcast is an hour long. That'll be fine. And podcast ends. Look out the window. No plane in sight. Look at the television that says how long until the flight gets there. Boarding now. Look outside. There's no plane.
Like lemmings.
I look back up at the TV. No delay. Look back outside. Finally, someone comes over the intercom. So we've got a little bit of traffic out on the runway. Your plane is going to be delayed for a little bit, maybe about 20 minutes. So we've bumped up the time, and they're just now landing. So give us some time, and they'll be in. Plane finally comes in. 20 minutes later, now boarding. Still no one boarding the plane. People have been standing at the gate waiting to board for 40 minutes. Like, people got up early to stand there. I don't know why.
Good old Diamond and Executive Platinum.
They get aboard first anyway. They can just sit there. And then when they say, hey, you're boarding, get up, go get on. What's it matter? I don't know.
Sheep, cattle.
Anyway, so...
Ding-a-ling-a-ling-a-ling.
So probably by like, I think it was supposed to depart at 3. And it ended up departing at like 3:40. So almost an hour late. And we finally get on there, and we're sitting there, and we taxi out onto the runway, and then they stop. And then the pilot goes, sorry, everybody, there's a thunderstorm going on. We're probably going to be about another 20 minutes late. Oh, awesome. So my phone on airplane mode, pull it out, open up the Discord, another weather delay, no ETA. Put my phone down, and then almost as soon as I do that, he goes, all right, and we're going to go. And then I pull it back up. We're leaving. And then we sit there for like another 10 minutes, just taxiing, waiting to get off the ground. And
I just imagine the pilot's like, all right, let's do this. Co-pilot's like, I gotta poop. Hold on. And he like gets up. He's like, just 5. Goes in there and he's playing Angry Birds. Are you done, Dave? Oh shit, yeah. Hold on.
The weather's not delayed anymore.
something's not
Does
delayed.
anybody play Angry Birds anymore?
I'm sure someone does.
He's playing Flappy Bird. Let's be real.
Crossy Roads.
But so
Shitty pants.
we're sitting there this whole time, and every time the pilot says, I'm going to turn off the engine so that way we don't waste fuel. And I'm like, all right, you know, that's smart. I don't think the engine's ever turned off. Just on occasion, all of a sudden I hear, I'm like, gets all of our hopes up. We're like, oh, we're going. Oh, we're not going.
It's the equivalent of a teenager just revving in. He's like, whoa.
Pretty much.
Whoa. Sounds
to
good.
go.
A lot of power right there. Whoa.
Just keeping it warm. And now I've only flown a few times, but every time, the past few times I've flown, the pilot always said, all right, we're getting ready for takeoff. 10 minutes before we actually got off the ground, the pilot's like, all right, the flight attendants are going to make sure the cabin's ready for takeoff. And we sit there. We move a little bit, and we sit there. We move a little bit, and then we sit there. Meanwhile, I'm watching out the window as we're slowly like rotating. And eventually, you just hear the engine start revving, and then it just starts going. You're like, oh, wait, are we taking off?
I tell you, it's creepy as all hell when you're sitting in a plane and they're taking off. And you're sitting here and you're looking straight, and all of a sudden the front end of the plane goes beep. And I'm like, I shouldn't be having to look up to see people right now.
It's I've never been on a plane.
It's bothersome.
I look at it like when planes take off and land, I'm like, that's a real steep angle.
It really is.
It really is.
Because when you're sitting there and then you start looking up, and then you're like, I can see people up there.
Yeah.
Then I shouldn't be able to see people up there like that.
Well, see, I was telling Cody when we flew into Florida, we flew into Miami, you have to go out over the ocean and come back around because you'll miss the whole state because it's not very wide. They get over the top of it, and they're like, okay, we'll start our descent. And then, I'm not kidding, they stick the nose of the plane in the dirt. And you just better hold on because you can feel your stomach drop.
Yeah.
And then you're sitting over the top of everybody in front of you, and you're just staring down the road.
So weird.
Yeah.
I will say, though, this was the smoothest landing I have ever had. Out of the 4 other planes that I flew on to get to and from PAC South in 2017?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was going to say 2016. All of those planes, rough landing. Like, as soon as we hit the ground, it's just like full brakes, and you're just hearing things rattling and shaking, and like you're bouncing. This guy, he starts getting down to the ground, and I'm like, have we touched yet? Did we touch? And then I kind of feel a little doot, and I'm like, oh, we touched. And then it just slows down, and we're done.
It's like,
Very professional.
Yeah.
I was like, wow,
Yeah.
kudos to this guy. Like, meanwhile, when you start your descent, they have these like, I guess, fins on the front of the wings that'll like shift down to, I guess, help angle him downward. Hearing those things, because I was sitting right by the wing, I hear it and it sounds so rusty. And like hearing the landing gear come out, I'm like, are we actually going to land this? Has this been oiled recently? What's going on?
Ka-chunk. What the hell?
And as we were descending, at one point, I just hear something go thump. And I'm like, please tell me that was just luggage in the cargo hold. Like, I don't know what that was. I don't want to know what that was.
Sorry, folks, the refrigerator fell over.
The pilot's special stash.
God. We're going to land this thing.
All my delicious meats have fallen out.
It's time to meet your meat.
No!
That's where I was laughing. That was coming up, too.
Meet our meat.
The worst part of it all, though, not the delays, not anything like that, that there was no room in any of the overhead compartments. I was in row 17. I had to go all the way back to row 24 to put my bag in a compartment. And so I'm sitting on the window seat in a 3-row seat. So I go all the way down to 24, toss it up there, head all the way back up through the crowd of people trying to board and get past me. And I'm like, I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm heading up to 17. I'm over there, excuse me. Meanwhile, there's people sitting there staring at me like, are you serious? You're trying to walk by me right now? I'm like, my seat's right there. And they're just like...
I would just start climbing over seats, be like, fuck all of you.
I would have if there weren't people in them already.
I'd step on them.
Like,
get your fat ass off me.
Man, I had to hold your hand out. Oh, thank you.
I had to go all the way to the back to go all the way back forward, and I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I get to my row, the 2 people in the other 2 seats already sitting. I got to get over there. Get up, move. I'm like, thank you. I'm sorry. I sit back down.
Or you do that weird thing where you like stand up, you're like, it doesn't help at all. They're just like, let me try to move my legs slightly farther into the seat.
Just kind of angle myself. Can you get by now, sir?
There is no room. There was no leg room in this whatsoever. And so the worst part of it all was we land, and then I sit there. And then everyone stands up, everyone moves out to the rows, people start grabbing their luggage, and I sit there.
Just have to wait for
and people start moving. And the guy next to me, super kind guy, he was getting flown out to, he was getting another connected flight to a military base. There were tons of Air Force on the plane. And I tell you what, I've never felt safer on a plane. If I see military on the plane, I go, you know what? I'm good. I don't have to do anything. Don't have to worry.
If I'm in a plane, I'm still nervous as all hell.
I was a little nervous,
If the
but I was
plane
like,
crashes, no military servicemen will help me.
well, you see, I'm thinking like hijacking. Like that is my concern. If I crash, no one's gonna help me. That's just that I've accepted my fate. I'm going to crash. But if there's a hijacking,
if you do crash and you have a bunch of military servicemen, they already know how to survive in a wilderness. So you're like, oh, good, fuck yeah.
I'm gonna follow you guys everywhere. So just
Do slow down though, because I'm fat and lazy and not built for this shit.
hey Josh, yeah, I was your seatmate. You know, just let me keep up with you, dude. You know, we'll be okay. But yeah, so I'm sitting there and I end up starting to talk to the dude next to me, and at one point he goes, "Oh, do you want to get out? Like, do you want to get out?" And I was like, "Dude, my bag's like 7 rows back that way. I'm not worried about it right now." And he's like, "Oh, okay." So we just sit there and we wait, and we wait, and we wait. And meanwhile, there's all these people just standing there waiting in line to walk forward, and this one lady just starts yelling, "Could you, for those of you who don't have a connecting flight in 15 minutes, could you sit down? Because some of us need to get out of here." I was like, "All right, lady."
tell them.
I mean, it's so fucking, like, obviously, I've never been on a plane, but it's just hang out. You're not getting off the plane in a hurry by crowding everyone. It's like, if you have a tiny hole and you try to shove a bunch of stuff through it, it's going to take a long time. But if you, like, order that shit in, you just fucking slip it right in there.
Rows 1 and 2 may now stand up.
Yeah.
Get your luggage.
Like all of you guys right here just stand up and orderly come out. You sit the fuck down. You just wait. Come on, everybody, come on.
If
Good
only.
deal. It's fucking, I gotta get off the plane. I'm important businessman.
Exactly.
Let me stand here awkwardly blocking
Self-importance,
the...
yeah.
It is legitimately everything that it ever is and more.
Yep.
People are very, very much
Self-absorbed.
Yeah. Fuck people.
Amen.
Except for the people who subscribe to this channel.
We love you guys.
Fist bump.
Mail it in.
Oh wait.
A Wi-Fi.
There we go.
Wi-Fi.
Wi-Fi.
He had latency issues.
Jet lag. But yeah, so I'm sitting there. Dude, the military dude gets up, grabs his stuff, and starts heading off the plane because he didn't check anything, or he didn't bring anything on board. He checked it. So I stand up and I look down the back of the plane where my bag is, the only one sitting in that compartment right now because everyone else left, and there's 3 people coming up. One of them is one of the flight attendants, stewards, whatever. And she looks at me and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, you can go ahead." I was like, "Go ahead, my bag's all the way back there." And she went, "Oh, I am so sorry." I'm like, I was just waiting. I was literally the last person off the plane.
I would do it that way anyways because
It was real nice.
Yeah.
Walked back there, no opposition, grabbed my bag, turned around, walked back up. I caught up to the rest of the people who were already trying to get off the plane anyway.
They're all standing around the carousel waiting for their bags. Like, hurry up, I'm going to get my bag. And we're like...
That's also one of my favorite things is like being in a place that's normally packed and you're the only one there and you're just kind of like poking around at shit. And you're just like, what's in here? Cool. And then everybody's like, so you need to leave. Like, I'm going.
I'm on the way.
Don't
get mad.
I will admit, we got up as soon as we got leveled in the air. The lady at the far end of my seat got up to go use the bathroom, and I mentioned to the dude next to me when I sat down, I was like, "Dude, I've got to use the bathroom. I'm so sorry." But as soon, because he just got up to let me in, and then I sat down, I was like, "I'm real sorry, but once we level out, I got to use the bathroom." And he was like, "Oh no, that'll be fine." So she gets up, and then he turns to me and goes, "You want to get up now to go use the bathroom?" I was like, "That's a good idea." So we start walking back there. 2 people are already in the bathroom. So she's standing in like the little alcove, like emergency exit where the flight attendants hold the food. And I look in there and I see a bottle of water and I'm just like, I'm so thirsty. And like I saw on the menu, it was like complimentary bottle of water. I'm like, oh, that would be so nice. Like that's a good sized bottle of water. I was like, I'm ready to get some water. I was like, I could just grab it.
I got mine. Don't worry about me. I got mine.
I'm good.
And I come to find out when they, because we were trying to beat the drinks because they were starting to deliver drinks. So she's like, "Oh, I should go now before everyone else drinks," and then goes to use the bathroom. And we get up there and they are literally like right at our row. And so I'm standing there and the flight attendant turns around. I'm like, "My seat's right there." And she's like, "Oh, well, you came just in time." So she let me in and she gave me a drink. I was like, "Yes." But instead of giving you a bottle of water, even though it says bottled water on there, you're not getting a bottle of water. You get a cup with bottled water. Or with water from a bottle.
What the fuck?
Yep.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yep.
That's so dumb.
Or you can get a can of juice or soda.
Yep.
So you get more out of the can than you do with the water.
Yep.
That's so dumb.
So I was like, I'm just going to get a ginger ale.
It's bubbly water.
Bubbly water. I could have
ginger.
With ginger.
I could have gotten
Gingery.
club soda or tonic water, but I was like, I'm just going to get ginger water. Bubbly ginger water.
Yep.
I like, what's the Canadian one?
Canada Dry.
Canada Dry.
Yeah, I've drank that a couple times.
I was about to say Perrier.
It's
French.
It's Canada.
That's French Canada.
It's dried Canada.
What's the Canada
Perrier?
Perrier.
Perrier?
I like Perrier water.
one? Perrier.
Perrier water. Oh man.
But that's what I've been doing. I've been playing a crap ton of RimWorld.
Yes.
Yes,
you have.
We have literally have noticed that this is like stream after stream has been RimWorld lately. I'm like,
Am I still alive?
Yes.
Awesome. I'm
Yes.
sheriff.
Yes, you are the sheriff. You are one of the most social and influential people of my group, and I actually recently performed surgery on you and gave you cochlear implants, so that way you were no longer deaf.
Oh, thank God. It was so weird mumbling to everybody.
However, you now have cataracts, so I'm working on the bionic eyes.
You've tried. You've traded.
Like literally, as soon as I was like, "Oh, he's ready to do this," it's like it's Lucid's birthday. Now that he's older, he's now got cataracts.
Happy birthday. I can't see.
What are you handing me? Put it in my hands.
So it really sucks because you now have a health impairment that results in you having a lower result when you go to trade. So like things will cost more now. I'm just like, oh. I was like, I just
How much
fixed
for
his
this?
deafness.
What is it? I don't know.
it's kind of squishy.
Is that a cat?
I can hear it pretty good though.
That's fucked up.
It's terrible. But yeah, no, that game's real good.
Was it your game or Matt's game that I was eating people?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Probably Matt's game because you haven't eaten anyone in
Okay,
my
good.
game.
I kept biting people in Matt's game. He's like, I don't know why you're biting people.
Yeah, you like bit out someone's eye, right?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Not the woodpeckers.
And also Matt G, a friend of ours, also plays the game, and I'm in his game also. And I was biting people.
Apparently,
They're eating people,
Yeah.
and then they're like,
cannibalism.
Yeah.
There is cannibalism in the
Yeah.
game. You can force someone to eat a human corpse.
Or in my case, just do it.
Hold on, guys. I got this.
Best part is Matt's a nudist. That's like looking at a rotisserie chicken at all times.
Look at the slab fat on that one. And give me a big old bite of that. My friend fried taters.
Got them juices flowing.
Gross.
I'm gonna baste you real good.
You sure you got a part of mouth?
Oh, it hurts. Oh,
oh,
it hurts.
You're gonna
in
go
places.
real good with them carrots we've been growing.
Oh man.
Anyways, that's RimWorld. Also Deliverance.
Yeah. RimWorld is it's a sci-fi based colony RTS survival town builder type game.
they couldn't decide on one.
Well, it's a very good, it's a very well done amalgamation of the three. So you are basically building your colony. You start off with 3 people, and you start building a colony off of these 3 people. You've got to get power, you've got to get food, you got to hunt, build your base, that sort of thing. And occasionally you'll get raided by other factions that have either currently live on the Outer Rim world or crash landed there or whatever. And sometimes you'll wound the people, and you can capture them, heal them, and then try to recruit them. So you just berate them until they finally break and they're like, all right, I'll join you. It's basically how it goes.
You're a piece of crap.
That's how I got Lucid.
Oh.
You were a prisoner first.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you raided me, and then I captured you, nursed you back to health, and then befriended you and said, you know what, we like you, you can be part of our group. And you're like, yeah.
We'll even give you a gun and you can be the sheriff.
I can't hear you, but I'll do it.
Now
you're
you're
in
like, I don't know where. I can't see you, but I'm gonna shoot the shit.
Cody just hands me a shotgun and he's like, here's a badge, there's a shotgun. I'm like,
All right, let's do it. It's like, what do you want me to do? What?
shooty bang bang. Okay.
You see him? Bang! And you'd be like, oh, okay, walk up, shoot my own guy. But so on top of that, you're mainly doing colony management, like in games like Stonehearth or Towns was one of the original ones that came out that was a kind of a colony manager. It's very reminiscent of Dwarf Fortress, I hear a lot of people say. But on top of that, you can also select individual people and draft them, which basically forces them into a military fighting position. And you can control where they go and tell them where to move instead of them going based off of a priority scale. So you'll set their priorities to be like, number one priority, sow plants and cut them and, harvest them. Your number two priority, go hunt animals, like that sort of thing. So if they don't have a number one priority, they'll go do number two. And that's how you get fertilizer.
We weren't going to say anything. We weren't going to go there.
Wheels
Oh, really? That's where we draw the line? Is
No.
poop?
Nobody jumped on the poop joke, so we waited.
We weren't going to go there so we could continue and not digress off into shit stories.
It's like, you assholes.
Let's not talk about poop. Everything else we can just fucking rag on TJ for.
I was about to say, I got a real good poop story of a buddy of mine. I don't know. I doubt he'll ever listen to this or ever know that I told it, but maybe that's for another time. But yeah, so you can control where they go and command them to attack certain things. So if you're getting attacked by raiders, you can, tell them to post up behind a wall, and then when they get within line of sight, they'll peer around the wall and start shooting at them. So they have cover, whereas the other guys don't. So you can get real tactical with it. It's like an RTS. It's really cool the way that they have that. And then on top of that, you can form caravans, go visit other settlements, make friends, trade with them, go off on quests. So like other settlements will say like, hey, there's a stash of items and you can go get them. Beware though, they're being guarded by rabid animals. So you go out there and then you have to fight off rabid animals to get these items. And you can get ambushed by things. You'll get calls from people saying like, hey, I can't move, but I need some help. If you help me, I'll join your crew. And then if you go out there, you'll probably get ambushed.
Like, why do I want you? Because you can't move?
Yeah.
I ain't got no leg.
And you don't know if their stats are good either.
I got no legs,
You
but
gotta
I'm
go out there
pretty
to
smart.
see. By the time you get out there, dude's got no legs.
It's Lieutenant Dan, man. It's a
Lieutenant Dan.
You ain't got no legs.
I gotta eat some ice cream.
Ice cream.
Ice cream, Lieutenant Dan. Life's like a box of chocolates.
There's a lot of really gross ones in there.
Yeah, I'm sitting here going, which one's no, never mind.
Oh, wow.
Anything else have you been playing?
Aside from Pokemon Go, which, is haphazard, it's really just been that, playing some games with Daniel and with you. I got some practice in speedrunners.
Oh, yeah.
I got some good
I
practice.
played some speedrunners.
Oh, yeah, we gotta play more speedrunners.
Yeah.
That's a great game.
That's a wonderful game.
Once I figured out how to climb the walls, it was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that took me a little bit.
Yeah, I had to stop and...
He was nice.
They did to me too. It was like, oh, you gotta jump. I was, oh.
You gotta press the button to go here and here and here.
You jump left, jump right. Jump left, jump right.
I'm jumping right, but I'm still jumping right in the air.
You just jump up the wall.
Just kept running into the wall.
The thing I was trying to do was I was trying to like time it for peak. So like he would jump, hit the wall, and slide up, and I was trying to wait till he got to the peak and then jump again to get as much like distance. And that's not how it works. As soon as you hit the wall, you need to jump
Yeah,
again.
you're just like it's like Mario in your wall jumping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can do the delay, but you have to be going real fast.
Yeah.
Because he will get a lot of momentum going up the wall, but normally if you're just running speed, he's not going to slide much.
Yeah, and that's what I had to figure out. And he was kind enough to stop, and then basically as soon as I got up there, he went off, and I went off after him, and then all of a sudden I died.
Fucking speed run.
Yeah.
Later, nerd.
I beat him a few times.
He did. Every fucking time.
I really want those Doritos, man.
We're getting there.
Yeah. Soon.
Soon you can have the Dorito.
We're 1/3 of the way done.
That's right. News is nothing. We'll get there in no time.
Holy shit.
So
You can't go by that.
What did I tell you?
can't go by
2.5 hours.
Yeah, it's gonna be. It's actually an hour 20 minutes in right now.
We're not hurt. We're not hurt.
So this is hour 120.
You want to turn into the next 2/3 of the podcast? We'll take a small break.
but yeah, I mean, I didn't play anything.
Yeah.
I mean, what we worked on last weekend.
Yeah, we literally okay. TJ and I have played a crap ton of games lately, and Curtis too.
Yeah, Curtis was here for that.
We just can't talk about them.
Yeah.
That's a bad thing. They're not games that we can talk about.
We can hint at them.
We can allude to
Oh
them
man, when are they? Oh shit!
We
Next
did
weekend.
a little bit already.
Next weekend.
next weekend.
Oh, speaking of next weekend, when is our 1 year? 2 weekends.
Okay. August 26th is the 1 year anniversary of VGBits.
I think I'm off for that.
The channel will have been around for an entire year for some sort of video uploads.
Yeah.
The podcast came afterwards. That's why it's episode 30. Plus, there was about 12 episode delay of downtime. So the anniversary of the podcast is we will celebrate it at 52 and not on the actual date.
That's fair.
So
Everybody
Take it
wave
away.
at Cody.
everybody waves at Cody because
Oh.
Cody has a camera. So
Despite the 4 cameras on us, one new one shows up. Everybody's like, "What do we do?"
Take
like,
pictures.
oh no!
Look awkward. Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you get my good side?
I don't have a good side. What do I do?
So
I'm gonna do it
Just-
again when you guys are
just stare.
talking because I'm putting it up on Snapchat and I'm gonna share it with all my friends and try and bring more people in.
Oh, there you go.
So in 3 weeks, legit 3 weeks, is going to be the 1 year anniversary of VGBits. So
Nice.
I'm actually excited about that.
maybe
I am too.
maybe
Looking
we'll,
forward to that.
do it. Oh, we can't do anything.
We can do a
'cause-
special podcast.
yeah, we'll do something.
Yeah.
I was figuring, especially arena challenge.
If we want to squeak one in, we can do that.
We'll buy birthday cakes and we'll have an eating challenge.
Freaking
Oh,
eat cake
don't.
challenge.
Don't tempt the fat man.
I can't eat a whole cake. I will go into some sort of coma.
TJ will just sit there and go paralyzed.
I will have
and
a meat,
die.
I'll make a meat cake. I'll just eat meats.
Shit.
Eat your meats.
I want this meat mountain in my mouth.
Gross. I will
The
go.
only
I will
meat I
go. I
like
will
is
go to
white
Hard Eights
meat.
and be like, I need you to make me a cake-sized pile of meat, just all of them.
And put a candle in it.
Brisket and pulled pork.
Some brisket, sausage,
Barbecue.
Fuck, now I want
Mm.
barbecue.
You're
I know.
You're
I'm like, I
already
want Hard Eights
starving.
right now.
I'm so hungry.
You're already starving, man.
Anyways, no. So
I haven't eaten
1
since
year's
11.
coming up. So
Whataburger
look forward
run.
to something.
Oh, we're going to Nerdvana.
It's gonna be too
It's
late.
going to be too late.
Ah,
Nerdvana's
So-
tomorrow.
okay.
Tomorrow's Nerdvana. We'll do it early in the morning, or when they open, and then tonight is Whataburger.
Yeah.
I'm
The
okay with
best
that.
mistakes are made at late night Whataburger runs.
Or Taco Bell.
No,
No, that is a mistake that
I
happens.
love Taco Bell.
Oh my god.
no.
Do you want me to be alive tomorrow? Do you want to use the bathroom tomorrow?
I can use the bathroom just fine.
I won't.
There's poop spray in there, man.
Yeah,
It's not like a
it'll be
nice
empty.
forest.
It'll be
And
empty if
there's
you
I
give
have,
me
I have
Taco
a whole
Bell.
nother bottle.
Yeah, I will lock that
Unicorn
door.
gold.
You will not get in there.
If you're worried about breaking it, there's a sink, there's a shower.
do not poop.
There's
in
a
the
water
sink.
hose out back.
Look, my poop in your shower is not the worst thing that's been poured down that drain.
Oh no.
I don't know what you're implying. I
We've
poured
reached
acid
the
down.
bottom of that.
Are we at the bottom?
We've reached the bottom
Chemical
of that.
acid, by the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not LSD.
I'm not just dumping LSD. That would be reckless and
TJ.
wasteful.
TJ showers tripping.
That's a lot of money. You can't just wash that away.
Yes, you can. Flush.
I mean,
That's how you clean a criminal record.
Police. Look. Just a second.
Anywho, there's
All
no-
right,
no
so
drugs.
that's literally what we've been doing and what we've been playing for the week. Now we will move on to the news. And once again, just like I've said last time, news is freaking light. There's not a whole lot going on.
There's some stuff going on.
Not a lot.
I think TJ's got something.
TJ's got the news this week.
You know, I pull my weight.
TJ's
Like
got a
some
good
people.
something, something.
Wait, did you just say unlike some people?
Maybe. If the guilt fits.
What are you talking about?
I don't feel guilty at all.
I'm guilty all the time.
I don't feel
so-
guilty.
I'm just kidding. I just happened to look these up before we started. I was like, oh, thank God.
If they're
there's stuff.
Fortnite related, I'm going to stab you in the eye.
This is not what I was. Nope, bookmark this. Don't bookmark this. God damn it.
Fortnite.
Gotta watch
No,
this
it
later.
wasn't Fortnite.
Oh,
I was looking at that super racist play that I mentioned earlier. It wasn't racist as I thought. It come from. You remember those the 1880 commercials, like the bear rabbit cartoons?
Oh, okay, yeah.
We did a play based on those, and I remember.
Oh.
Right.
I remember there being a tar baby, and it was a black kid in our school.
Yeah.
And like that never occurred to me that it would be racist because
Well-
at the time, because a tar baby isn't racist, but a lot of people think it is. 'cause
Yeah.
But like as a teenager, I was like, oh man, that was fucking super racist. But then as an adult, I was reading about it, I was like, oh okay, that's what that.
It's
actually
not as
means.
bad as I thought it was.
You know, I had a Black History Museum come to my college once, and I was looking through all the memorabilia that they had, and they actually had Tar Baby.
Yeah.
And then right next to it was an advertisement for soap. They took a colored kid,
that was
put him in the
racist.
soap, brought him back out. Their lower half, white.
Yeah, that was a racist.
It was terrible.
Yeah.
Was bad.
Wow.
Yeah, I've seen that advertisement.
It was terrible.
Wow.
But the thing that I was talking about was not. It was not.
That's good.
They
At least
also
not intentionally racist.
I mean,
they also had a "Make America Great Again" hat at the very end for the most recent stuff.
oh, nice.
KKK hoods at the beginning. Yeah, it was interesting. It was real cool to see all the stuff that was there.
All made in China.
Oh,
The hats. The hats.
Anyways, on to the news. Does anybody else want to start?
Go ahead.
Okay, great.
No, you're the only one with news.
I've got something, but I'm going to lead into it. Go ahead.
Great. So Nerf, we didn't talk about this last time, but Nerf is making Overwatch line of guns.
No.
What?
Oh, yeah.
So right now they've got the Reaper shotgun, and they just announced over at China Joy, their toy show in China, Diva's pistol.
That is super cool. I want.
It looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I want Zarya's gun to just shoot a basketball.
Just shunk.
That's all I want.
What it would probably be is, you remember those big ass foam balls that you can like squish down and just be in there and it'll shoot out and then just whoop.
Yeah.
Yeah, but as soon as it like sprung open, it would just like stop.
Well, yeah.
The air resistance would just be.
What you do is you cut a hole in it and you put a lead ball in it and then squeeze it down to where it'll still fit.
Launch
go.
it.
Comes up. God, what the hell was that? Sorry.
It's my deer slug.
But yeah, so that's really cool. Like I said, the Reapers, it's the weight skin, the white shotgun. So that'll be super cool. Those are coming out 2019, I believe.
That'll be
So
pretty cool.
So I will probably buy one just because I really love Overwatch.
I have Nerf guns in my closet that are unloved and unused.
You know what sucks? Whenever I go like to Walmart or something, I walk past the toy aisle and I see all the Nerf guns. I'm like, one day. I just want to buy one because when I was a kid, I can never have, remember the big ass sniper one? I was like, I really want that one. I still want it. I just want to buy it just to have it.
Isn't the sniper rifle a couple $100?
Yeah, it's expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
But I want
But
to.
it's pretty accurate up to 300.
I don't know if it's accurate that far, but it's very accurate and
across the
bolt
living
action.
room.
Yeah.
Across the living room, it'll do a lot of damage.
also, I forgot to mention the Diva gun will fire darts at like 80 feet per second.
That's incredible.
Yeah. That's pretty dope.
That's moving.
Yeah.
For one of those rubber darts. That's that's great.
Let's see. Vive News. You'll like this. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is getting a VR release.
You know what? I did hear about that.
Yeah.
That would be awesome to play in VR.
It is going to be $30 for the Rift and Vive.
Can it run off of Steam?
Yeah, it'll run off Steam, I'm sure.
I would love to see you play that.
I probably won't. I buy a ton of games and then just don't play them.
It's like, nah.
But you got to stack the inventory because when you do come back around to it, you'll be like, oh, yeah, this will be great.
Eventually,
for later.
like when I'm sitting there and I'm just not at work and I'm like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, I'll just fucking play this. Or I go back to Rocket League.
Yeah.
At least it's not Overwatch.
I try to go back to Overwatch. I want to play it. I love Overwatch, but it's not as fun as it used to be.
Look at that.
100 feet.
100 feet.
Yeah, that's pretty dope.
That's the Elite Centurion blaster.
Jeez.
The N-Strike. Is that the N-Strike? Yeah, the N-Strike.
Remember
nice.
we had the ones that shot the freaking balls at everybody?
Yeah.
They still make those.
Boom.
It sounded like a small plane gearing up to launch it across the room. And it didn't have these neat little clips. It had this big plastic hose that you had to throw over your shoulder.
Yeah. It's
Let's see. There's another game called Pixel Ripped 1989, and this is off a VR game. So where you will go. Let's see. You play through various levels of these. Oh, hold on. Let me start from the top here. In Pixel Ripped, you visit different scenes in the life of a young gamer playing through their favorite fictional game series. You play various... Why is my microphone being an asshole? Hold on. You play through various levels of the game. I'm like talking way over here. It's like, I can't hear you. So basically you go through the game and you just pick up, like you'll pick up an Atari, quotes, and you'll play through those games. It's basically you're playing these mini games while also interacting in a VR environment.
Right.
It's a really cool.
Sounds neat.
Then there is another one called Anamorphine, which is another game focused on mental health, which is, if you don't know, Hellblade focuses on, which Cody's talked about a few weeks ago.
It's a beautiful game.
Let's see. Anamorphine follows a couple's battle with depression after a tragic accident leaves one of them unable to play their beloved instrument. The game's completely narrative driven and has some interesting ideas, but poor VR optimization and some misjudged story beat leaves it feeling cold. So, cool idea, bad story, I guess. And there's another one called Moonstrike, which I didn't really look into. So I can't say anything about it, but it's $20.
There you go.
Let's see. And I think I have two more things. Oh, Rocket League news. Rocket League is getting an Ultimate Edition released this month.
The hell's the Ultimate Edition?
It's basically coming with game features 16 DLC cars and a collection of cosmetic items.
I was gonna say it's gonna have to be skins for the vehicles.
It's just all the DLC shit that we've all paid money for. Not me and other people who played.
You and the other 500 people.
And, yeah. But it'll come with some stuff. I don't think it's not going to come with the DC Superheroes pack.
Oh, no Batman car?
It will come with the Batman car from Dawn of Justice. Batman versus Superman car.
Is that the paddle car?
Yes. It will come with the car that everybody plays, not the two that everyone hates. So that's that. That's coming out this month.
Paddle car.
It's a good car. It's getting a lot of popularity.
Oh, I'm sure. It was really popular when it first came out.
Yeah.
That thing's basically just a racket.
It's a flat paddle ball.
Yeah.
It's a really good car if you're good at flicks and just good shit. If you're good with it, it's a good car. But
if you're bad with it, it's a bad car.
Yeah. If you're bad with it, you're just bad.
You're bad. You're bad.
You're
If
bad,
You're good.
yeah.
You're good.
Yep. That's how that game works.
I still miss my pigeon.
What?
I think it was I had the hot rod car with a pigeon topper and then a thing of toast or bread with like a bite taken out of it, and then whenever I boosted, grass clippings would come out. I liked my themed cars.
I thought you might have just lost it somehow.
No, I haven't played it in forever.
So October 23rd this year, there will be a Vault Dweller cookbook based on all the shit from Fallout.
Interesting. Please tell me it actually tells me how to cook a rat or a roach.
Well, it's going to have 75 dishes or recipes, Fallout-inspired appetizers, soups, sides, main dishes, and desserts. You'll be able to make wasteland delicacies easily. But instead of, obviously, there's no such thing as Deathclaw meat. It will have
Cow.
real-life substitutes. So, I don't know if you'll be cooking rats.
So bear?
Possibly. I doubt it, but maybe. I mean, I know you can get bear meat.
I just imagine that the equivalent to a Deathclaw in today's society would probably be a bear.
Well, that'd be a Yao guy.
Oh.
Bear meat is supposedly like
What about a lion?
really bad.
There's no lions in
Or a
Fallout.
tiger?
Nor tigers in Fallout.
What is a Deathclaw?
It's a genetically engineered monster.
Oh. It wasn't just mutated from...
No, they made that in a lab.
Gotcha. I never played any of the Fallout games.
What, really? Not even Fallout 3?
I played some of Fallout 3. I got like at least up to Megaton and...
So you haven't played any of Fallout 3?
Nope.
You played the opening.
Yep.
That's why it's important to meet your meat.
you gotta get in there like,
where
are you from, Deathclaw? And he's I built it in a lab. Okay, cool. And then he stabs you in the face.
Yep. I'm going to eat good tonight.
He's like, where are you from? I'm from Texas. All right. Barbecue.
Barbecue.
Awesome. So that's really all the news I got.
Okay.
Cookbooks and Rocket League and VR shit.
All the good
So
things.
hungry.
And Nerf guns.
Yeah, Nerf guns.
Talking about cookbooks making me hungry.
I was reading an article. I'll just jump right in here if you don't mind here while you're looking stuff up. I was reading an article where it said the NES Classic was the top selling console for the last month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so now that raises a question to me that I'll propose to you. Do you consider the NES Classic an actual console?
No.
Yes. It is a console.
No.
You just can't put any games in it.
No, it's not a console.
How's it not a console? It's like a...
It's an emulator.
Because it knows it's going to start shit.
Whisper, whisper.
I just wanted to be the one that had the plan this time.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it is an emulator,
It's an
but
emulator. It's not a console.
it's a spirit of a console.
No.
So if you
Close
bought
enough.
if you bought like the Xbox 360 and didn't get any Xbox 360 games for it, never played it, and only played Xbox One games on, or the original Xbox games on it, would that be still a console?
Well, you would be able to buy those through the Xbox One or Xbox Game Store for those old console games.
But it's just emulating it at that point. It's just recreating the old hardware to play the game.
Right, but you can still buy the damn games and play them, though. With the emulators that Nintendo's released, you can't buy any more games. It's just like saying that those little Atari joysticks that you plug into the TV is a console. It's not a console.
Those can't run the game. These actually run the game.
No, those
But not physical copies. You also can't buy any through like an
you
actual
can't buy.
store.
There's no store. There's no nothing. It's just been preloaded. It's preloaded games on like the Atari, just like those Atari controllers. It's preloaded onto a platform to where you can play those games, and that's it. You can't add games into it. Well, you can't legally add games into it. You can't legally add games into it. You can't buy games. You can't put games onto it. It's locked down. So I don't consider it a console. It's not a console. It's just a. I guess what
console emulator.
Yeah,
Just a
something like
nostalgic.
that. A nostalgia emulator, more or less.
Yeah.
I can't call it a console.
I call it console emulator. That's what I'll call it.
See,
Go ahead.
I was going to say, for me, a console has always just been, you buy the brick of hardware, whatever it happens to be, big, small, in comparison to like Wii or Xbox, and you're able to just play games on it. Doesn't matter if you bought the game digitally, physically, preloaded on there, just being able to play the game on it on a TV versus on a computer is what would make it a console to me.
So then you would then you wouldn't really be calling an Xbox One a console. Then it would be a platform, because then you could actually have games that you can buy games for and play more games on.
What he means is
I know what he means. His definition of console is just something that you can play games on.
well, you plug into a TV and you use a controller as opposed to a mouse and keyboard. I mean,
Or
if
playing
you
on
want to
like a
get
phone.
technical, consoles are getting very blurry line between console and PC. They just happens to be the way we interact with them.
Right.
Because, I mean, if you look at the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, they're just specialized PCs.
I look at consoles as something that either A, you can stick a disc in and play, or B, you can purchase additional games to continue playing on that platform.
But by that definition, a PC would also be a console.
Well, technically it is.
I know.
Just like everything else. It's all everything is a PC. That's why
Right. I mean,
that's why the TurboGrafx 16 was also called the PC Engine.
Yeah.
They're all computers. It's just depending on what programming
I think
system
that's
it's based on.
that's the definition where he's drawing his line is: do I plug this into my TV as opposed to setting this up at my desk? Do I interact with this with a controller versus a mouse and keyboard?
I draw the line at consoles being a platform that you can continue to play games on, that it has the ability to where you can buy games, play games on it.
Not something that has a already limited inventory.
Right.
Already,
If it's already
I can see
preloaded,
both sides of this.
if it's preloaded
Yeah.
and that's it, then it's more or less a glorified emulator to me. Just like all those other Atari controllers, or
It's very akin to an arcade cabinet at that point, just a small mobile one that you can take with you.
Which is what home consoles are.
home consoles.
Listen,
I'm
my
gonna call
brain
you that
fucking
on-
farted on what word I was going with. Home
I'm a
console.
song from the 60s.
God damn it.
So I read the article and I was thinking, well, they're either bragging that they've made this item and have just figured out a way to play on our nostalgia.
Yeah, I mean, that's all it is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
So
Everybody wants more NES, SNES.
oh sure, and then
Release some damn games.
and then the 64.
It hadn't happened yet.
It's in. You know it's there.
Oh, they've already trademarked it.
You know,
They
they've
renewed
trademarked-
their trademarks on
okay,
their logos and shit.
Their issue is they're trying to figure out how to make it work.
Yeah.
Because not all N64 games are easily emulated.
Well, here's
Or good.
that thing when they figure it out is going to blow the market completely out of the water.
I just want one for the cool factor. And that's the whole reason I want one. That's the whole reason I want the NES Classic or the SNES Classic or the analog is the whole cool factor.
Okay, the analogs, I agree with that. But the analog has like a ungodly cool
It just
factor.
looks real stupid in this freaking transparent color.
Yeah.
Clear.
Yeah.
I thought it was a toolbox at first, like
Because
I couldn't see it. I was like, oh, that's
I
interesting.
legit want the analog NT.
Yeah.
Like, but it's $500 and nobody ever seems to sell it. They
Can
don't sell it anymore.
Can we get that in plastic, please? I
I
don't
don't
need
care.
milled aluminum.
I'll buy the freaking 6061 aluminum casing. I don't care.
I'm not even going to.
I want it.
Yeah.
Desperately want it. But they're never going to make any more runs. At least as far as I'm aware, they haven't made any more runs.
Dan's going to ring it up. Like, oh, shit, it's for sale.
Yeah, if it's for sale, it's going to be bought.
Go buy it right now.
Right here.
I will
live.
buy it right now. I'm not lying.
What if we drew the line of console versus PC or platform at the ability to access or search the internet on it?
To search, not utilize.
Right, not like connect online, play multiplayer, but like to use it as a search engine, to use it as a computer. So like the Xbox One, the PlayStation 4, the Wii, probably the Wii U, the Wii, the Nintendo Switch, those would be drawing the line there because they're basically just PCs
Yeah.
because they can connect to the internet. Whereas like the Xbox 360, the Xbox One, all the earlier classic consoles, none of them had the ability to go online and search for things as a PC would.
And 64 could.
The GameCube
Really?
could. The GameCube could.
And Japan, not here.
The GameCube, the Dreamcast, the PlayStation 2, and actually the N64 because it has the DD drive and the modem.
RandNet.
Mm-hmm. So yeah,
Screw
all
that
of those-
idea.
all of those supported some sort of online functionality that just was never really embraced because internet was dial-up.
Mm-hmm.
But actually, you know what? I take that back because you go back even to the Sega Genesis because the Sega Genesis had a special cartridge that you would install into the slot of the console. You'd plug a phone line into the back of the cartridge,
That's right.
and you could download the game from Sega. It was like a 1-900 number. It cost like an arm and a leg, plus you had a subscription.
Yeah.
But you could literally do it. You could even download Sonic the Hedgehog, but then again, you'd have to download like certain levels of Sonic the Hedgehog to play it
Interesting.
yeah.
because the
I forgot
cartridge
about
was
that.
smaller, but it was out there.
While we're looking at Super NTs here, did they discontinue all of them?
Oh, I don't know. No, just the
Just the
shitty one.
transparent?
Yeah.
Or at least I have one now.
Look at this. I can actually buy the classic. You know what? Here's the bad thing. If I try to buy the classic right now, it's still going to decline my card because they don't like my card.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It
That's
makes
lame.
me mad. It's not like I don't have money. I could buy this with like.
Can you buy it
blink
through
of an eye.
PayPal?
I don't think they support PayPal.
Hold on, folks. You're going to see this happen. Well, you're not going to see this happen. You're going to hear about it.
I like the classic, the Super NT
It's
Classic
really
Edition.
sexy. I regret not getting it, but now that they discontinued the transparent, I'm okay with it.
Well, they discontinued it because it was terrible.
Well, they had to sell them. Let's get all this personal information. I know where you live now.
Oh no!
I know your middle name.
No!
Wait, what is your middle name?
Nobody knows my middle name.
I know your middle name, you jerk.
Hey, Curtis, what's
I
his
love
middle name?
Morning Drive. It just said Morning
His
Drive.
name is Morningwood.
That is my middle name. No. I will tell you later. Let me see if this will actually. I want to see if this is going to work with PayPal. God, $35 for ground shipping? That's terrible.
Rough.
No, see?
Nope.
And more. It says and more.
Let's see the and more. Click on the end more.
And
Nothing?
cash.
Really?
Lame.
No, it's
It's not even there.
No, it's just
It's
credit
just
card. You got to pay
accept
by
credit
credit
cards.
card, and it's just not going to work.
Can't you
Lame.
get a PayPal credit card?
Who wants a PayPal credit card?
People who get paid through PayPal?
People who have trouble with their cards being accepted in other situations?
Yeah, that's true. I'll just use the actual credit card instead of a debit card for the future. Anyway, that was our digressing on that.
Yep.
Crap. Where were we?
We just finished up with discussing whether or not
What's
consoles
a
are
console?
consoles.
Curtis, did you say what you believed is a console?
I just wanted to poke the bear.
Oh, okay.
I knew this was. I knew this shit was gonna happen if I brought this up. So
See what the mighty internet says.
Comfort at a
console.
time of grief or disappointment.
well,
Game
That's
console.
all I need to know.
Oh, look at that. That's Cody's definition right there. A computer system specifically made for playing video games by connecting to a television and or other display for video and sound.
A desk-like structure for containing the keyboard. I didn't even know where you-
That's the fucking description I was going to go with.
It's also a console television as well. That's all right.
Yeah, man. Remember those?
Those things are heavy.
Yeah,
God.
holy shit. And then
Kill a
it
person with
eventually
that.
died, and you just ended up using it as a stand for your newer...
For the next TV,
for the new Zenith sitting on
Yeah.
top of it.
Yeah.
we've seen that in action.
Yeah, we've actually participated in that.
Same.
But I mean, that's their definition.
So what if
Like
we...
I said, that is my definition of
That's
a
kind
console.
of why I
I'm
brought
not
it
saying
up
I'm right.
because
Yeah.
it's going to serve its purpose, and whether or not what you want to call it, we grew up with it, and it's nostalgic, and it's something it's a hot topic right now, and I just wanted to, like I said, push the bear around a little bit and see what happened.
Personally, I'd rather just have my old Nintendo right here and just play my old Nintendo.
Yeah.
Just because I'm weird like that.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Unless it had a analog NT, then I'd be playing all my old Nintendo games on an analog NT because God, that it looks so good.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Man, Mega Man X on that Super NT was just
Yeah.
unreal.
It was disgustingly crisp.
It is not fair
It
at
was-
how pretty that
yeah.
game was. You've got to see it. Have you ever seen the analog NT?
We'll have to hook it up.
We'll hook it up. You've
Okay.
got to see this
So,
thing.
so just to put into context for what we're trying to describe, if you remember playing like the Super Nintendo back in the day, I don't know if you played it, but you remember the graphics being very crisp and all the detail. And then when you go back and look at them now, you're like, boy, this looks real terrible.
It's grainy and
Well, you got to remember, these monitors sitting in front of us were bigger than TVs we had back then.
Yeah.
yeah.
So, when you put these things that had the resolution of a
320p.
yeah, little tiny, and then you spread them out over 1080p, they look terrible.
Yep.
But with this, oh man, just super crisp.
Sharp, huh?
And I mean, we have over here somewhere is an up converter for consoles,
Yeah.
and it does okay.
It makes it look nice.
Yeah.
But nowhere near
Yeah.
the analog NT.
You
that's for sure.
you play and you're like, this is pretty good. This is fine. This is great. And then you hook up that and you're like, that's garbage. That's real garbage.
That's hot crap, man.
Yeah. So it's just where you have those rose tinted glasses. It's like, oh, here, keep these on. I got you.
We've experienced that recently, have we not?
Oh my
Golden
God.
Eye.
GoldenEye.
Boy.
Woo.
No amount of upscaling would save that game.
I will say, though, GoldenEye Source, good mod.
Yeah.
Very strong mod.
Better than GoldenEye.
It would have to be. I don't remember that game being that difficult to control.
Oh,
It
yeah.
was brutal.
It was hard to watch.
Yeah, it was hard to play. I was thinking about this though, and when GoldenEye come out, there weren't a ton of shooting games like that. So we basically learned the control shooting games from GoldenEye,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then evolution of shooting games has gone a long ways. And then if you go back, and it's like going back and watching episode 1 of the Bitcast, and you're like, boy, that looks real bad.
It was rough.
I mean, it doesn't look any different than now because we have this mostly the same setup except lights and better lights and better microphones. No, I'd say microphones. Anyways, you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the freshman project, and then you're graduating college and you go back and you look through and you're like, wow, I've gotten way better.
Come a long way.
Yeah, I mean, they were great for the time, and I would never. For its time, GoldenEye was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
It has not survived the test of time.
No. Nope.
As with most of those games.
Well, I mean, if
some of them have lasted, some of them are still pretty good. But
I mean, if you look at racing games, if it has solid racing mechanics, they hold up. I mean, Beetle Adventure Racing, really well made game. Still fun to play. MRC still fun to play. Some of them not, but I mean, the well made ones, they still are fun to play.
Yeah.
Cruising USA.
Yeah,
I bet you it's still fun to play.
I bet that's a good one.
I played it at the arcade. It wasn't fun.
Well, you played it at the arcade. Yeah. This is on the console.
But yeah. So for its time, I would never say when GoldenEye come out it was terrible, because when it come out it was amazing and it was ahead of it. It was pioneer for its time. But it still absolutely fucking sucked to play again.
Put it back in its grave and leave it alone.
That's a game where you're like, wow, I really wish we hadn't dug that back up.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad we visited here, because we're not ever going to be curious again. It's over.
Yeah, that won't happen again.
Because it's funny, like the whole time we were like building up to playing GoldenEye, I was like, man, I want to go back and play Perfect Dark, because I love playing Perfect Dark. It played a lot like GoldenEye. It's not going to be fun to play again. Just leave that one alone. But that's all I got.
All right. Well, I guess that's going to be it for the news this week.
Cool.
So you know what that means.
I don't know. Someone should shout it at me.
We can move on.
I'm ready.
All three of us could do it at once.
We can all do it at the same time to my favorite segment of the podcast.
Who's going to start? Everybody's just going to fucking premature.
It's time for emails. That's right. If you have an email that you want read on the VGBits Bitcast, you can send your emails to bitcast@vgbits.com. That's bitcast@vgbits.com. We will read them. Guys, we've got an email this week.
Fantastic.
We do not promise to reply, though.
No, we will always reply just on the podcast. This one comes from Icarus with the subject line email.
What a good man. What a loyal man.
Anime edition.
Oh, God.
Oh, here you go.
I guess I can check out.
So, TJ, how have you been?
Here we go. It says, so this week's question will be, what's your favorite we'll say, what's your favorite and least favorite anime? For him, it's One Piece and Boruto. I'm sorry, I just brain farted. Boruto's dad's
burritos.
Son. He went Boruto's dad's son as his least favorite. So Naruto. I also ended up watching way too much anime, and to make you mad, which I believe he meant to say mad, he has also never seen Evangelion or Akira. Go watch Akira! Seriously?
That's the one with the motorcycles.
Yes, with Tetsuo. It's so good.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
What is wrong with you people?
This is the part of the show where Daniel talks to himself, or just Icarus.
Shouts at us.
Technically true, because it's like I'm the only one who's really, really been heavily into anime.
We established last week that he is the go-to guy.
I am the anime guy, but nonetheless, it's a really good movie. Even if you don't like anime, it's still a great movie.
Is it just a movie?
Great sci-fi movie. Yeah,
I thought it was a series.
I think my brother watched it.
It's just just think of it as an animated sci-fi movie.
I mean, it's not that I don't want to watch it and I'm opposed to watching it. It's never like the opportunity has never said, "Hey, you want to watch Akira?" And I'd be like, "I don't have anything else to do." Sure.
Well, I wasn't directing it directly at you.
I know. I was planting my defense as to why I have not watched Akira.
Everything's about TJ.
Well, this podcast has technically been. It has been directed at him a lot.
That was 2 hours ago.
Yeah. So
we're over it now.
All right.
Like you, TJ.
Some of us are.
All right.
Some of us are salty.
Favorite and least favorite anime. Who wants to start?
I don't think I have a least favorite.
There's got to be one that you saw. Me? No.
Yeah.
I got to save the last because
because he's going to have the best answer.
He's going to have the right answer.
Well, then I'll jump, because from my childhood, as we discussed last week, was Voltron.
That's a fantastic anime.
Absolutely loved Voltron growing up. And then Netflix, I believe they had a reboot.
Oh, yeah.
Just recently, which I have not watched yet, but I am considering.
I think I watched like a couple minutes of it. It didn't look that bad, but I didn't grow up on Voltron, so it wasn't really
Well, to me, it's kind of one of those things where we talk about rose-tinted glasses. Where
Right.
Like if I watch this, it's not going to be what I remember it being.
Yeah. So. Is it is it targeted at me or is it targeted at kids now?
Yeah, and that's what I'm afraid of. It's going to be like if it was for me, I would understand.
By the way, if you were in Japan, it's called Go Lion.
Go Lion, yeah.
Go Lion, go.
Just your Weibo information.
I love all these images. We had the whole we had the 5 set that you could take the legs and bend them and connect them all together, and it was. We threw that son of a bitch at each other.
So I just want to point out we talked about Megas XLR the other day.
Yeah.
And they had an episode making fun of Voltron. It was fucking amazing. It's called S-Force, if anyone wants to look it up. This dude right here, as soon as I saw his picture, I was like, aha. This is what they were making fun of. Because, it's a lot like an amalgamation of they're making fun of like Voltron and Power Rangers, but it's, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You should just type in S-Force.
I've totally seen this before.
There they are.
Oh, there's no doubt. Look at that. Oh, that's rough.
It's one of my favorite episodes. They have 2 episodes. They show up in two separate episodes where they're so good.
Oh my god. Look at that.
Oh, Google search it, people. I'm sorry, I can't just cut this in right now.
I want to watch Megas XLR again.
Me too.
Can I count this as anime? It's not, but it's so heavily anime inspired.
I know, but it
was just a Cartoon
Network.
It's a Cartoon Network show, yeah.
I remember watching that. Oh my gosh, that's Sailor Moon.
Oh yeah, there's a Sailor Moon parody episode too, which was also amazing. Actually, every episode was good. I loved them all.
I remember that show. That was pretty cool.
Fantastic.
Yeah, I would love to see it remastered. If they don't make any more episodes, give me it in 1080p. I've got it in 360, 480p. It looks like shit.
Blatant. That's funny.
Oh, that's I'm gonna spoil this episode. Spoiler. I know this is what we're talking about, but he's fighting their big bad guy, and all their whole Voltron, their S-Force robot is just fucked. So they think he's the bad guy, but then the real bad guy shows up, and they still think they're working together. But he takes all their robots and crams his over like gloves and boots. So they're still in their mechs and he's just putting on their suits. It's fucking amazing. It's literally one of my if no one's ever seen Megas XLR, please go look this show up. It's so good.
You can find it's got to be somewhere that you can find and watch. It's worth it. So Curtis's favorite is going to be Voltron, which
I couldn't.
Voltron is you've probably never really seen any anime.
Well, like I said,
outside of Voltron.
Well, Cowboy Bebop, the movie.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's true. You did watch the movie,
and I enjoyed it. So I really don't have a negative
that's because
interaction.
That's because you never actually went looking for that stuff. Well, you could find some negative reaction stuff.
Like I said, I found something that I enjoyed, and that was my exposure to it, and then I was done with it. Mm-hmm. I didn't need any more. So,
okay. So that's Curtis. How about you, Cody?
I would have to say that my favorite anime is Cowboy Bebop. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Solid choice.
A buddy of mine introduced that to me years ago. I watched the first episode, was like, wow, I'm really digging this. Never went back to watch it. Found recently was like, I should really pick that back up. Found it again, watched it, binge watched it, and I loved it. I kept counting down the episodes till it was over, and I was like, I don't want it to be over, but it's getting there, and I'm also excited because I'd like to see the conclusion and see how it ends.
How about that ending?
I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know if that changes anything.
Nope. The movie takes place between episode 22 and 23 of the series.
Okay.
So it has no impact.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I saw the movie, but I did very much love and very greatly enjoyed the anime as a whole. As for an anime that I don't enjoy, I can't really recall one that I watched that I was like, eh. Like, I'm the type of guy who it's like when I start watching an anime, I watch it generally based off of a recommendation of someone else, and so I'll watch it, and generally it's pretty good. Some of them are kind of like, nothing wrong with it, but nothing that I hated. So I can't think of one right now. Like, I'm trying to think back to all the animes that I've watched, because, I grew up watching Gundam Wing and Dragon Ball Z and Sailor Moon and Yu Yu Hakusho and Rurouni Kenshin and, Tenchi Muyo, and all of those. And those were pretty solid from what I remember. It's been a while since I've watched any of them. But as of recently, I can't think of one that I hated. I enjoyed Naruto in the start.
Yeah.
But, you get later on, it's like...
That thing got long in the tooth.
I quit watching. Like, I watched maybe... I got really far, but not into the Shippuden stuff.
Here, this is going to sound bad. I have literally watched every single episode of Naruto. Like, from start to finish. I have done every episode. Granted, it wasn't straight through.
Yeah.
I did take a couple of months off at times and then go back and like watch a whole bunch of episodes before, but I've watched the entire series straight through. Woof! It's great, but whoa!
Yeah. It could use some trimming.
It didn't need to be that long. It needs a Dragon Ball Kai type trimming to it.
Yeah. Like that's the thing that sucks is like we talked about this last time we talked about anime. I really do love watching anime, but it's series like Dragon Ball Z or Naruto where I can dedicate 30 episodes.
Yeah.
I can't do hundreds. 500,
600. Yeah. Like One Piece right now is literally running 800. Mm-hmm. I think 800 or 900 right now.
Thought you said 900 last week.
For One Piece?
We were bouncing around numbers and information. I thought you said 900.
I really enjoyed One Piece when it came out because I remember when they started debuting it on Cartoon Network or Toonami.
4Kids.
Yeah. No, it was on Cartoon Network
first. Yeah.
Yeah, and I started watching. I was like, wow, this show is actually pretty cool. Like I'm digging it and watching it. Saw it late one night, like a couple years later. I was like, what in the world is going on?
Yeah.
Where are we? Who are these people?
807. Is that what it is?
No,
it goes beyond.
It starts at 807.
We're at 848.
Okay, well, you were ballparking it then last week.
848.
That's too many. That's too many.
That's a lot of episodes.
That's got to be a solid 600 episodes of filler.
It's like how many times? I mean, I actually tried to go back and I started to watch One Piece from episode 1. I got all the way up into the 200s and I had to stop.
Yeah. It's too much. It's like at that length, it's like, have you ever seen The Simpsons? It's like, yeah, but I really want to, it's, you can't have, I mean, that show has a start. Like One Piece has a start.
Yeah.
The Simpsons don't. They're just a show that's been going forever. You can just start watching and like, hey, it's a good show. One Piece, like, what the fuck's going on? It's like, well, you got to go back here. And it's like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. You're 850 episodes in. Fuck you. Yeah. I don't want to watch. I'm not.
Literally, I come across like here recently. I watched an episode of One Piece, just one of the newer episodes, and like Luffy was fighting Sanji, and I'm like, what the hell did I miss? Like, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And Sanji again?
Yeah.
Which one?
It was in the 800s.
Which one is Sanji? Who is Sanji?
he was the chef, or he is the chef.
Oh, okay. So he's the guy who only kicks.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the kicking guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he can't get his hands dirty.
Yeah.
Is that the guy with the cigarette / sucker in his mouth?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Which, when his character first came into the show, it was a really great character. But I don't know anything about it now.
Yeah.
They kind of gussied them all up a little bit, apparently.
I was actually going to say that One Piece is my least favorite.
Okay.
Just because I saw when it first come out in the States, and I watched it and I was like, this just looks dumb. This looks dumb.
Well,
I'm sure it is like to a lot of people. It hits the right buttons. It didn't hit my buttons.
It was good.
Yeah.
I did like kind of watching the first season of it, but outside of that, it was just like you start getting, again, like we were talking about, you start getting like 800-900 episodes. It's long in the tooth.
That's gonna be my reason for not liking it. Is it's too long.
It's too long.
Yeah, trim that shit up. I want my anime to be fit, not just bloated. But I would say my top favorite is probably man, that's hard. I was gonna say Gundam Wing Zero.
It's a good series.
I really that's my introduction to Gundam Wing, and I love mech battles.
Mm-hmm.
And I love it just for the combat. The story was good. It was that edgy '90s thing going on. It was great. I loved it.
You just reminded me of something.
What?
Gundam should have its own category, honestly.
Yeah, there's so many fucking
Gundams.
Yeah. We were actually talking about this because I've been starting to look into building Gundams because I have one that I bought like a year ago and it still has not been opened. I bought it because I used to love building model cars, and I was like, building a gun would be dope. So I bought it and I opened it up and I was like, damn, that looks complex. Shut that up, put that neat box. And then like I've been looking at them and they're not that hard to put together. They just take time. So I've been wanting to get into them. And here's Gundam Build Fighters. Is that what it is?
Gundam Build Fighters, or what they call in the anime Gunpla.
Yeah, Gunpla. It's the fucking cartoons made to sell toys.
Yes.
This is like I watched it and I was like, holy shit, this is fucking Conan and this is fucking all that shit from when we were kids. This is exactly what this is. And what sucks is I was like, I want to go buy these. And I was like, I want to build that one.
Well, it's effective.
Yeah, I'm like, I remember that one from Gundam Wing. That's the unicorn.
Does anyone remember the Superior Defender Gundam Force?
Nope. Like Gundam Wing Zero is literally my only
SD Gundam Force.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks real terrible.
It was a cartoon. They were airing it on Cartoon Network as well. It was basically Gundams, but they were basically anamorphized.
What?
Instead of having pilots, they were alive. The suits themselves were alive.
It's not good.
And then they had
Oh, okay. Now I remember.
yeah.
That's why when you said Superior Defense, I was like SD Gundam Force, and now I remember.
SD Gundam Force.
That was real bad. Oh no.
Oh,
no.
That's sad.
That makes me think of that I think it was a Vine of the Cristiano statue that got made that was all goofy looking. And the dude's like, no. That looks fucking terrible.
Yep.
Look how big and goofy their eyes are. He's like, I'm a fucking mech, yeah.
Woo woo.
Shooty.
Oh man.
Anywho.
All right, I guess I'll go on to mine.
All
right.
He goes this. I don't want to look at this shit.
It's super easy to sit there and say Trigun and
I still have yet
Cowboy
to see
Bebop.
that.
You should. Trigun's not long. It's a short.
I've tried to find it. I can't find it
26
anywhere.
episodes.
I'm sure we could help you with that.
I'm sure you could.
Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Does it have it?
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll double check Crunchyroll.
God, I have a disgusting amount of knowledge of this stuff.
I should actually just get Crunchyroll. The thing is
No. Get a Verve subscription.
Verve, yeah, because you get all the shit.
You get Crunchyroll plus everything
Funimation
else.
and shit. Yeah.
Funimation.
Oh, cool.
My thing is I know it's sacrilege, but I prefer dubs over subs. And here's
It's not sacrilege.
I'm the same way.
Here's the thing though, is I can't pay 100% attention anymore because I'm gonna be doing something. You know, I might be playing Rocket League or something, and I want it playing, off on the second screen or something. If it's subbed, then I have to stop and read, or if I ignore it and I don't know what the hell just happened, so I have to go back. So I like both. I prefer sub if I'm paying attention, but I like dubbed if I'm just watching.
I from what I have found out over the years is people, when they do the American dubs, it's Funimation has gotten to a point where they're just like trying to do same week dubs.
Yeah.
So the quality isn't as great.
Yeah.
Because you have to rewrite some of the script for the mouth flaps to fine. And I have noticed, and I'm not trying to be a purist about this crap, but I have noticed that sometimes when they do dubs, they do change a little bit of some of the story sometimes and how it kind of pans out.
Like,
so it's weird.
I'm okay with some script changes. Like I know that you sometimes you just have to change the wording, and that's fine.
Well, they also do localizations for jokes and stuff too.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
Not everybody's going to understand what a Japanese bathhouse joke is going to be about.
I just noticed, like, sometimes, like, I'll watch in English and then have the English subtitles on so I can see what the actual translation is. And I'm like, hey, what the fuck? That's not what they said.
You're a liar to me.
It's like, I do prefer subs over dubs.
Yeah.
Not when I started, I was dubs over subs. So.
Yeah.
But nonetheless.
I really like dub over sub just because I'm the same way. Like, I don't want to sit there and read it. I want to watch it. I want to see what's going on. And when I have to sit there and focus on reading it, I feel like I end up missing like facial expressions and things that are going on screen because I'm sitting there focusing on reading what's happening, what they're saying. So that's generally my reason why I prefer dubbed over subbed, is just because I like to actually watch what's going on. Mm-hmm. There have been a few animes that I've watched subbed, and I'm fine with it. Like I watched Attack on Titan and Sword Art Online, all subbed, and I enjoyed both of those. But at the same time, like I'd be reading it, and then I'd be like, "Oh wait, what just happened?" Because something would happen while I'm reading it.
I got really practiced at just reading fast enough, and a lot of time you can just look down, and you get a lot of the cues, and you know what they're gonna say.
Yeah.
But it's just I can't pay attention anymore. My ADD has gotten too bad. But we never actually got to say what you're.
Yeah, no. Well, we were talking about subs and dubs, and like I was saying, it's super easy for me to say like Cowboy Bebop or Trigun, because that was some of the first ones that I was ever exposed to. Really, it's kind of hard to just actually pick one. There's multiple ones that I actually absolutely love over genres. If you are going to pin me down and say one, believe it or not, it's actually going to be the first season of Sword Art Online.
That's pretty good. I watched like a first 3 or 4 episodes. It was really good.
The first 12 episode run of that entire series was fantastic.
It was really good.
The second and third,
haven't seen the third yet.
Well, the second and third, it's kind of okay, and then they had a recent spin-off called Gun Gale Online, which is
sorry.
The spin-off ties into the third series of Sword Art, which they play an MMO called Gun Gale. There's a whole story behind it.
Isn't it that super pervy game?
No.
What am I thinking?
No,
isn't that the thing that Axel hates with a passion?
Yeah. There's a VR game. I think it's called Gun Gal, and it's super pervy.
Oh, Gun Gal. Yes, there is a game called Gun Gal. This is Gun Gale.
Oh, Gun Gale.
Oh, that makes a difference.
Okay.
It's a shooting.
Gunwind.
It's a first-person shooter MMO game in the universe of the anime. So to break down the third series, he has to go play Gun Gale to track down someone who's actually going around killing people in the real world while they're playing Gun Gale. That's kind of how the premise is. So at that point, I'm kind of like, eh. So they decided to spin off the Gun Gale game into its own Sword Art type series, which it was okay-ish. Not the greatest in the world, but nonetheless. The first series of Sword Art Online is probably my favorite. It's been one that I've probably gone back and rewatched over and over and over and over and over.
Sorry.
What I actually hate, or what I dislike most in some of these series, is you can actually kind of throw a freaking dart and hit them. It's a lot of the fan service stuff ones, because that's all they're about.
Yeah.
But one in particular, it's an old series. It's called Devil Hunter Yoko.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
That was such a waste of time.
I didn't watch it, but I do remember it.
I'll say Devil Hunter Yoko and X, more or less, were horrible animes.
Yeah.
It was, Devil Hunter Yoko was just gratuitous fan service and stupid.
Yeah.
It was dumb. I mean,
It already knew.
yeah. Like, well, see, look, uncensored.
Oh, yeah.
It's bad. It's bad. I actually owned the first 2 seasons of this too for a while.
Oh, it's gratuitous, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's retarded.
And it's definitely that 90s style.
Yeah. So that I really and truly hated that.
I want to change my
What are you gonna change
favorite
yours
to Tenchi Muyo.
Which one?
The first,
The original?
yeah, the original and the first few seasons, I guess, series. They were good.
I liked Universe.
I don't think I watched Universe.
Oh, they played Universe on Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I might have stopped watching around then.
Was that the one that aired on Toonami, like, in early 2000s? Was Tenchi Muyo Universe?
Tenchi Muyo Universe was the reason why I actually started buying anime.
Oh, okay.
Because I missed on Toonami, they had the last 2 episodes, and I missed it. So they started to rehash from episode 1 all over again, and I didn't want to wait 8 weeks.
Yeah.
So I literally went and bought the last DVD so I could watch the last 2 episodes.
That
And that started my anime collection.
Gotcha. What's funny is Tenchi Muyo also started my affection for like the lighter romantic comedy animes, like Chobits, Oh My Goddess, Love Hina.
Love Hina was great.
Yeah, I love Hina.
Or on High School?
I didn't watch that.
No.
I do have it though. I think I have
funny.
that from LAN parties.
LAN parties.
Well, it was the LAN. I think actually I might not have it because I cleared off my storage drive. But His and Her Consequences also. A lot of these are ones Michael also got me into.
Yeah.
Because these are all ones Michael had. But yeah. Tenchi Muyo also kind of like just pointed at me. It's like you don't love, but you really enjoy like these lighter. That's the reason I love Tenchi Muyo is because it had this whole like romantic thing going on, but also badass battles going on.
You liked Cabots. Come now. That's
Who's
what you
Cabots?
Cabots.
Just pull up a picture.
You have to remind me. You got to remind me, dude. It's been like 20 solid years since I've seen it.
See, I actually grew up with my brother and sister. They watched Gundam Wing. My brother did, and my sister watched.
Oh yeah.
Sailor Moon.
Those are dope ass.
Oh, the cat things.
That's Rio
Cabots.
Oki. Yeah.
Cabots. You liked Cabots.
Oh, they're so cute.
Super cute.
I love them.
Again, I have a disgusting amount of knowledge in this
Yes, you
subject.
do. But I remember watching this with them and watching Tenchi Muyo and, not understanding a single thing about what it was or what it was about, but just enjoying watching it.
Yeah.
So
It's a solid anime. As anime choices go, it's solid, in my opinion.
I think that was one of my first ones.
We broke Curtis, by the way.
He's like, I could not give a shit.
He's playing Pokemon now.
He's like, I need my Pokemon, which is anime, by the way.
Actually,
anything
no,
to catch?
I'm on the Google, by the way, just trying to look at some of this crap, so I'll be like, oh, okay, that's the thing. Yeah. It almost looks like a GoBot.
What are you talking about?
A Golbat?
I said a GoBot.
What are you looking at?
Just looking through random crap for anime.
All right.
Everything that we're talking about, he's trying to catch up on.
Right on.
There's an Illumise.
We got Pokemon outside right now.
Nope. No Pokemon.
No Pokemon.
Nope, I showed up early to eradicate them from the neighborhood.
That's how Curtis let me know that he's like, I've cleared all the Pokemon around the neighborhood. And I'm like, I think Curtis is here.
Oh, man, I really want to do an anime podcast now.
Someday.
You just did.
Well, we did a segment.
That was a segment. I really need somebody who is as read in as me on this stuff, because technically I'm a little behind right now on the new seasons that are out. There's actually some interesting stuff that's been released this season that's pretty good. Specifically, Overlord.
Yeah.
If you've never watched Overlord, it's really good.
Yeah.
It's a game about the demon and the imps and terrorizing towns, right?
That's a game.
That's Dungeons and Dragons.
No. That's a game, Overlord, which I played and it's fun.
This is the anime. It's more or less a guy gets stuck in an MMO. It's a popular theme.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah, I'm noticing a trend. I think Log Horizon did that too.
Log Horizon did it as well.
I heard that one's really good.
Oh, okay. Now you're gonna get me started on Log Horizon.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. That's the end of the podcast.
I'll make it quick. The first season of Log Horizon, great, fantastic. Second season, whoa, it slows down and gets rough real bad. It gets boring. First season, spot on. I don't know what the hell happened second season.
Filler.
That's my opinion.
Yeah.
So
they realized, this is good. We need to come out with another series of it. Quick, filler.
Yeah, it's like each instance that they had to take care of something took 4 or 5 episodes to take care of. And it's like, don't really want to be stuck on the same thing over and over and over again. But okay, I'll quit digressing now. You said something that just I was like Log Horizon. Okay, I know this one. Let's go, brain. Ooh. Anyway, I want to do an anime podcast, but I need people who are read into anime as much as I am.
I was like, I can be the everyman, and just you can shout at me about anime.
You're like, anime!
Remember Tenchi Muyo?
Remember that 1990s anime? Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Let's talk about Guyver.
All right, so that's going to do it for this week's podcast. We have literally digressed our way probably past the 2.5 hour mark on the traction.
Right.
I don't know. We're close to it.
10 minutes
it's
out.
literally 10 minutes away from 2.5 hours. I'll see if I can squeeze it to make it 2.5 hours.
Oh, we're just gonna.
We could drag it on.
We're gonna milk it for 10 minutes.
No, I don't think we have to milk it for 10 minutes. There's 10 minutes worth of content in there that literally from before we even started recording.
Easy.
I'm just going to let it all ride. This is the unedited, unreleased, this is the unabridged version.
People are gonna look and they'll be like, "That's way too damn long. I can't listen to that."
It's no longer than the Rooster Teeth podcast.
That's
Actually,
true.
they
And
do
we'll-
an hour and a half.
Oh, really? I thought they did like two and a half hours.
Off topic does 2.5 hours.
Ah,
Oh, see,
okay.
See, you come to VGBits, you get on topic
and
off topic.
We are best.
We are very good at blending them together.
Cover
Very good.
everything.
Yes.
So this is
And we bring fan service with the anime podcast.
that's true.
I was like, "What exactly are we bringing?"
DJ's like, I'm not taking anything off. I'm already
No, that's the Rooster
called
Teeth
out all
podcast about anime. It's called fan
It
service.
got canceled.
Did it really?
Weird.
I thought they just brought it back recently. Huh.
Nope, it got canned.
Mm.
Nobody was watching it.
I can't blame them.
Nobody likes anime.
We can't say anything.
Anime was super big for a very long time in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
Maybe we should take a hint for our future podcasts then.
No anime podcast.
Listen,
Let's just
No more
tread
anime.
lightly.
if nobody's watching our podcast, then nobody will stop watching them.
That's fair.
Then we
That's a good point.
we could just continue to sit around and talk to each other. Then
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Eventually, someone will stumble on us. These guys are funny. What happened to them? That was 100 years ago.
they're all dead now.
They're dead now.
So guys, first podcast with everybody in studio.
Yeah, Sans one.
Sans one. Well, yeah. But I'm more or less I'm talking about full
Oh, with nobody on
minimum,
Discord yet.
well,
yeah.
no Discord.
Yeah.
Full 4-person podcast.
Yeah.
Where we're all in here. So I'm super stoked about
Yeah,
it.
absolutely.
Good. This was fun.
So Curtis.
Sorry to break your streak.
Streak?
Yeah. Last episode was what? Hour and a half?
Oh yeah, yeah.
You started a streak.
Yeah,
Oh,
we were doing
it was-
doing good.
oh, yeah,
being,
yeah, it was-
nice and trim.
Yeah, we were doing well, and then we trimmed it down, and then that just fell off.
Well, I knew we were going to get carried away when we all got in studios.
That's true.
That's
Can't
fair.
help that. This is going to be a long edit anyway. But again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and Curtis, thank you for being here this week.
Glad I could make it.
Cody, thank you for flying in with us. Since
Daniel, thank you for flying me in to be here.
And TJ, as always.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I live here.
I live here.
More or less, thank you for being the punching bag this week
Yes.
for everybody.
I love you.
Since I'm the punching bag, everyone go check out our new show, The Arena.
Seriously though, it is coming.
Oh wait, hold on.
Watch
It's
him
not
beat
out
on
yet.
us.
It isn't
It is,
this week.
next week.
This week is what's coming out tomorrow night
It should be the last.
or tomorrow morning.
Wave Race.
Wave Race.
I think
Yes.
it's Wave Race.
Woof.
Yep.
Yep.
That may have
Woof.
spoiler.
It's okay. Everybody will watch Wave Race just before that anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Woof.
Yeah. So here and we'll actually probably have another podcast before.
That's the last of the Michael series.
Yeah. Yep. That's the end for Michael.
That's 2 months of that we had Michael in studio. For
That's the end of
recording.
Michael. Goodbye.
It's the end of season 1.
Yeah. At the end of season 1.
End of season 1 of what we at the time called 8-Bit Challenge. 8-Bit Challenge is now gone and dead.
Well, not dead.
Good
It's-
riddance.
It's being
dead
repurposed.
it's dead until I resurrect it
Yeah,
for
yeah.
what it was originally intended to be.
We're just taking it, transferring it, turning it into candy, and making it something better.
Yes. So be on the lookout for season 2, starting with the arena coming next week. I believe the first one is Driver.
Yes. It's
So-
the driver time trial challenge.
Driver Time Trial Challenge.
So
Speaking of wolf.
Yeah. Which,
Anyways.
I thought it was easy.
It was a blast.
It
So
was a ton of fun.
Good times were had.
Yep.
check it out.
Yep.
It's coming soon. So again, thanks for everybody. If you're still listening, really, thanks a lot.
Yeah,
This is
thanks so much.
We
Bless
have
you
so
guys.
much fun, and we do it to entertain ourselves. And if you're being entertained too, then come along for the ride next time. We will see you again next week. Same podcast time, same podcast hour. We still won't know where our kids are. Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
We're out.
I should wave.